live for late night reading. Maybe it's early morning. You know, when I do these late night readings, I get these good morning messages from people on the other side. On the other side. Good morning, starshines. The earth says hello. The goddess of the moon waves goodbye. What's up, everyone? I am the hostess with the mostest, the high priestess Phoenix. I'm a weirdo, aren't I? I am your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, lightbreaker, starseed, earth angel, mystic medium. Where's the crows? Psychic, witch, yogi, guru. Where are we at in the crows? Are you guys keeping up? I just can never keep up. I am your. Oh, come on. Whatever. I am your messenger God, the first child of God. God created in himself in the female form. I am the Lilith reincarnated. In order to keep up with me, you had to see when I posted my community page, my latest live video, and anything in my shorts. I'm a little wore down, but I want to know, dude. Today blew me away, so I really want to know what tomorrow has. Really, but by the time I bring the cards out, it's just confirmation. I'm hoping we can find some new information. Really, I feel like if I keep digging, I'll find out something. I want to go back to what this said. I don't usually argue the book, but that's not how my day turned out. We started the day with this reading, stressful or ease aspect. What are you talking about? We're supposed to, didn't we read all of these aspects and shit? No, that's at the end of the book. Okay, cool. Today, this morning, we read this. Listen to this bullshit. It said, erratic communication could lead to misunderstandings or hurt feelings, especially on Monday or Thursday. So I was like, oh, that doesn't sound good. But that didn't happen today. It would be best not to schedule any important meetings or conversations on these days. It says on Friday is a good day. And that's also when Mercury moves into Pisces for an extra long stay. Normally it only takes a few weeks, but there's a Mercury retrograde. That's what it said. So we're in the shadows phase of the Mercury retrograde. Doesn't matter, what's done is done. But I don't think it was done in the shadow. It was daylight when I was out there. Realistically, no. Let me see something here. The new moon in Aquarius is on the 17th. It kicks off the year of the horse on page 99. Hold on a second. Here goes a retrograde. Serving Mercury retrograde. Hold on. About to go in retrograde February 26th to March 20th. I know Mercury retrograde is a bad rap, but it's not all doom and gloom. Sure, you might want to double check your emails and be clear when talking to folks, but it's also a great time to slow down and reflect. Pisces is dreamy and intuitive, so why not use this time to dive deep into your feelings and maybe try some meditation? During this retrograde, it is essential to work on balancing the emotional depth of Pisces with the need, and that's what it is. Okay, so to be full Jupiterian, which is in the Zeus energy and all of that, see, it's all observing the symbolic and shit. It's part of the tree of life. I go through all of this. I'm always up here with Saturn. To be here, and that's where I was trying to be. I was like, I gotta get out of there. I gotta get back to Zeus. I gotta get back to Jupiter. Where's Jupiter? I swear to God, go outside and look up. Well, you're not in Denver. Never mind. It's right above us. It's been there. The moon moves across. Who? I'm sure he wants to argue with that. I don't know.
It was made in Colorado.
Sure. He might have. Probably has a secret getaway next to fucking Kim Kardashian up in the mountains, right? Hey, y'all. All right, moving on. Anyways, this fucking retrograde. Okay, going back to Jupiter. Jupiter is half Pisces, half Sagittarius. Really, the Pisces is the water side of it, and obviously the Sagittarius is the fire side, right? So then you go over to Mars, where I was stuck on with these guys, between Scorpio, the water sign, and fucking Aries, the fire sign. Are all planets ruled like that? No, not all planets are, but you have to be able to balance those planetary energies, and you can look out for those people and those specific cards. And that's where I teach that with the quantum tarot. I didn't teach it. He taught me. I didn't write these books. Really? Yeah. All right. So going back to it. During this time, your Pisces, is clear communication, avoiding making major decisions or signing contracts. Instead, use this time for introspective healing. Pisces is a sign connected with the spiritual realm, so this is an excellent time for meditation, dream work, and reconnecting with your intuition. Here's some tips for serving Mercury retrograde in Pisces. Ground yourself daily. Be mindful of communications. Use water as a healing tool. We talk about this all the time, the cleansing baths. I've been teaching you that since the very beginning. I call them baptisms. Really? I've been teaching you this since the very beginning. Work with Pisces energy. Embrace intuitive, creative, blah, blah, blah. March moon magic. When we move into March, we get 2 moons to work with. There's a full moon in Virgo. Lovely. Really? I still have the fucking. I'm pretty sure that's the moon water I have in my altar right now. How do you know? Because Morgan charged it. Really? Mm-hmm. It's a whole nother story. This retrograde is a powerful time to whatever. No, I down here. Full moon in Virgo brings practical, grounded energy. That's like Capricorn, where you get all serious about your life. We gotta get serious about this shit. Gotta like ground ourselves. After the dreamy retrograde in Pisces, the full moon in Virgo is a breath of fresh air, helping us regain focus and clarity. Yeah, come back down from fairy tale land. Let's see. Then on March 18th is the new moon in Pisces. Oh God. Now you're gonna be manifesting off imagination. That's nice. To wrap up our journey from Abolic to the cusp of spring, we're reminded of the ever-changing dance of energy that shape our world. The period from February to March offers a unique blend of fiery inspiration, innovative thinking, and deep introspection. I mean, really, it's getting deep around here, huh? We're going through the layers of our being. From the warmth of embolic candles to dreamy waters of Pisces, we've explored ways to harness the cosmic energy for personal growth and spiritual practice. Whether it's setting bold intentions with Aquarius's new moon, that's on the 17th. This is really big. We're building up. It's like a really big new moon. Really? Some of the full moons are really powerful. This is a really powerful time to start a new life. Really? It starts today. Well, I mean, the energy of it really. So that you're going to be shedding your skin as the moon sheds it. But during that shedding, you're literally being refilled. It's like a dialysis. Really? If you're letting the flow happen. If you're letting the flow, and what is it? The flow of energy, and it's talking about your waters, which is your emotions. The more you're letting them out, the more light you're letting in, ultimately. And because it's the energy of the bridge, which is myself, it's nothing but divine creativity. That's the energy that's out there, that's pouring out on everybody. Divine creativity. Really? Mm-hmm. So that come the new moon on the 17th, which is the new year, the beginning of the fire horse, your ass is lit up with some new ideas. And you sit under there with that, you know what I mean? The new intentions. And you start building this fucking, if you build it, they will come type shit. Really? According to the books and everything, what we set our minds to on that particular new moon will outlive time. It'll be something of this lifetime that will outlive us in this lifetime. Really? It's worth venturing into, don't you think? Grounding ourselves during the Mercury retrograde and finding clarity with the Virgo full moon, and that's what it is. We'll have all that dreamy inspiration, and then the Virgo full moon will push us into action with it. Really? Yeah, that's when we'll really start digging in the dirt. You can do it, put your back into it type bullshit. Yeah, well, you just know how these energies push us. All right, so is there anything else I need to do? Let's do it. Aquarius, blah, blah, blah. It's all building up. Observing embolic. After the full moon shines in Leo, it's like the universe is giving us a double dose of fiery energy to shake off the winter blues. Embolic always has been about welcoming back the light. And that's what happened to me. I was filled with all kinds of love and light. Really? Where'd that come from? I mean, seriously, though. I guess it was in the books. And with Leo in the mix, it's a perfect time to let your inner light shine too. To celebrate this combining energy, light a white candle, yellow, orange, or gold. I have those in the altar down there. I've been saving them for a special day. To celebrate brew some warm milk and honey. I tried that. I didn't brew it though. And savor them as you meditate on what you want to grow in your life as the days get longer. And this is what always happens. Really, I get filled with love and inspiration and I start fairy telling in my head. It doesn't matter, dude. I'll start fucking coming up with these fairy tale ideas and that's all it takes. And they start coming to life. I don't really sit here with an imagination like that. I just sit here in meditation, reflection, and all that. But then I get these bursts of inspiration where I just be like, you know what would be cool? You know what I'd like to do? You know what we should do? And all of this. And I start telling huh? Okay, at least put some pants on, bro. We live in Colorado. Jesus Christ. He's such a native like that, dude. Like, yeah, let's just go outside in fucking shorts. Anyways, moving. It's annoying. Sorry, he's not even. Really? No. Million was born here. He wasn't. He was born in California. That's that hot temperature he always has. He just thinks it's fucking warm all the fucking time. Anyways, I'm so serious. This is what that is. It'll get me all dreamy and excited. It always happens. That's what happens. When I get excited, I start manifesting. So when I saw Brian, I got all excited about the feeling it felt, how good it felt to be around him and around people and around music and excitement. So I started manifesting, and all I came up with, I sent the message to Brian. That was the last new moon or whatever the fuck that was, the fucking 1-1 portal or whatever fucking energy hit me that time. And I said, I want to have more experiences like this. Right? So I already told the universe, obviously I haven't got exactly what I wanted. I got something like that. I wanted more. What did I want? What did I say I wanted? Community. Well, damn. That didn't work exactly how. We'll go back and rethink this. That's all that means. Don't give up. Just rethink it. And that's where it's really cool, is because I start wanting things. I start experiencing things I never experienced before, and it makes me want more things. And that's what I said in my post. It's like, what was the point of this? To make me remember what I was fighting for? Really? I mean, you can hear it in my fucking videos. I'm a fucking totally worn out warrior. It's like I'm fighting for love and I don't even know what that is. I'm fighting for something and I don't even know what it is. So I had to be reminded of what I was fighting for. And that's where it is once you get into this Empress mode. And that was so funny. I posted that. It's like that was the cards you were supposed to see today, was the Empress. You were supposed to be in that loving energy. And again, it didn't start that way. And I wanted to show you, it's like, dude, you have to fight through the fucking mind. The mind is all standing in the way, screaming, no, I'm not going to do this. This is dangerous. I'm not going in there. I can't. And I'm crying. I don't want to go. And that's just, it was amazing for you to actually see it, because it really is that hard. I capture it. I can capture these inner battles on camera, bro. And the reason I do that is, like, I mean, there's a bunch of them I don't capture. I'll come back and tell you how I was sitting there fucking, having a mental battle in my car for like an hour. But that one you could see. And I tried to tell you, I'm like literally crying. When God came to me on 11/11 and tried to give me this fucking vision of me and fucking Wolfman, I went fucking ballistic in my car. I was screaming at God. I went ballistic. And it was just my mind and my ego going crazy, making up every excuse and every fear and why I cannot and will not do it. And I'm telling you, that's what happens when your mind, like, I don't know if everyone's mind has that much blockage and fears when it's being asked to try something new that it's scared of, but mine goes fucking crazy. And I try to explain that. It's like, I understand the battle of the mind because I hate doing it. All day, I'm trying to get it to do what I want. And it don't want to fucking, it has all the reasons why it doesn't want to do what I want it to do. And that's the balancing of the chariot. Really, it's very difficult. But if you can get it to listen to you, it's always a good thing for you. Your heart's not going to lead you into something bad. Even though I was terrified of what it was telling me to do, I had a great time. My heart knew that this was a perfect day to do this and this was going to be good, and that I just needed to battle my mind and this would be good. Now, everything I've ever had to do through this whole thing, it's that battle of the mind. Everything. I don't know. I mean, I'm serious. There are battles every day. Really? Some are not so bad, but most of them, God's asking me to do a simple task and I have to fight through myself. It's a fucking mud bath. My mind is scared. It's full of excuses. It swears that the worst is going to happen and it won't let me. And I can show you that when it comes to people, places, or things. Well, not always, but that one I showed you, and that's what it does. Really, I am deathly afraid, and my mind is like super screaming no while I'm like dragging my body to do something and I'm petrified to do it. Really? Oh man, you just got to do it. That's what I was like, you can't let the fear stop you. If I let it stop me, I would never. No, it's like a tantrum kid. You got to drag the kid. It's like you got to change the diaper, dude. You got to do this. You got to do this. I'm sitting there fucking panicking, but I'm doing it. I'm doing it. And that's the mind. You're not going to know until you do some of these battles and realize, God, that was not really worth the mental battle I just went through. But it is confirmation. You go through some serious mental battles trying to follow your heart. It does not want to do what your heart says. It is so scared. Really? Yeah. Just kind of building that up. And that's where I'm at. Is like, what was the point of that? To get me all excited so I can start manifesting all kinds of great fucking wonderful shit. Fucking fantasy life that's going to come true. Really? I mean, I wasn't really thinking about anything. Just, this day-to-day bullshit. But when you're filled with inspiration, something called love, and it can come from anywhere, you can do great things. Really? I mean, if we're talking about creativity and that's the bridge, that's where all the best things are made out of. The idea of love, everybody loves a great love story, a great love song, a depiction of love. Really? Eventually, I'll have the best love story ever when this, twin flame union works itself out. Until then, it's been a fucking nightmare. It's like, I hate this fucking thing. But eventually, the whole story is about an unconditional love made by God. That is supposed to be, the biggest story. Because that's what I was even talking about in my last video. The conditions to love and how that makes me go crazy. It's like God, it was supposed to be unconditional. It wasn't supposed to be give and take, where you just take your love back away from people every time they were displeasing to you. Really? Mm-hmm. And that's what everyone does. I totally took everything back from B. I have given her nothing but the absolute coldest shoulder. I mean, even myself, I can feel the coldness that comes off of me, and I can imagine how cold it feels to you. To be, you know what I mean? Always, I light up and I'm there and I'm talking to you every day and I'm always, you know what I mean? A happy face and I'm willing to, spend my time and energy. And then all of a sudden, I won't even fucking look at you. I won't talk to you. I will avoid you. I won't even pretend like you exist. Now, I'm doing this right now in this building with this person, but I do this to everybody. Don't I? Every one of you know what that feels like. I was your best friend and I was all about you and I loved you and I just gave you all the attention, almost that it was too much. And then I took it all away from you and you never heard from me again. It's called conditional. Conditions. Do you see how it works now? You see why God doesn't like us to be like that? Nobody can do it better. I said that when we start this, and I'm going to remind you, you can never outdark me. Because I was made of darkness. I'm the one that taught you such things. You wouldn't even know how to be, you couldn't even sink to the lowest levels of what I am. Not in this life, but in many others. Realistically, what do you think brought the dark witches upon mankind? Hell no fury than a scorned woman. Realistically, who do you think runs hell? What do you think hell is full of? A bunch of angry men or a bunch of hurt women that did a lot of pain in their fucking hurt? Realistically, is it a bunch of guys that are out there casting curses on you guys? I wish a motherfucker would. You don't have the heart for this, bitch. That's where it comes down to. It's like, Wolfman, you could never outpower me. You don't have the heart. You don't have the heart. You might have the wit. You might have, you might be able to bench press me, but I could bring a man like you to tears easily. Realistically, yeah. I just wanted to show you that. It's ugly. The dark side of love. It really is. And I know all about it. I did it since the beginning. Can we get a close up, please? Can we get my mugshot? I was made for one purpose and one purpose only, to love unconditionally. As I sit here slapping my hands. One man in particular in the beginning, but I was made in intention to love all of mankind. That's what God made me. I'm going to love this man and our children and every what? You good? No. You came in with a force. What, you got to use the potty? You're cold? That was worth it. What, the basketball shorts didn't do you well? He went out in some sweatpants, but he didn't take a jacket. Hey, I really love that moment. Give me a minute. Where are the jackets at? Yours is over there. Or your light one's in there, but you probably need the thick one, huh? I love this moment. This happened one time with my oldest kids. I swear to God, I will never forget that moment. I had moved Aaron to my house in Commerce City, and Mary Jane's there, and they're gonna go for a walk. And I tell them to take a fucking jacket. I was like, no, you don't know Colorado, dude. You better take a fucking jacket. Dude, they went walking and they got as far as Fairfax Park, which is only like 2 blocks away. And they got hit with the baddest fucking thunderstorm, bro. I had to go pick their bitch asses up. It was so funny. And I'm just sitting there laughing at them. They're all fucking drenched. So I just told his bitch ass, bro, don't go out there in those fucking shorts. I tell him all the time. He gets on my nerves. It's like, come on, you're making me look stupid. Like, you're literally homeless. Like, you ain't got no clothes upstairs. Like, are you outside in shorts and a fucking t-shirt? And he is, just wandering through the parking lot. What is he doing? I don't know, his imagination. At least he's getting some fresh air. What am I doing out there? Who knows? As long as he's safe. That's what I told him. Stay on the cameras. Really? I don't know. I hope he's not finding anything out there. He's fucking 13. That's the least thing I'm worried about at this point. And what is your 13-year-old doing out in the streets at night? Okay, then. Anyways, I told his bitch ass to put some clothes on. He comes in all fucking frozen bald, talking about where's the jackets. That was a good moment in my motherhood. Not all those moments. Anyways, going back to it, yeah. That's what God made me to do. He gave me enough love, not just for Adam, but for all of mankind, because I was going to be the mother of mankind, and I was going to love all of mankind. So in all lives, all I have is all this love for mankind. I despise them, but I have nothing but love for them. Realistically, yeah. It's like these pitiful motherfuckers. Come on, let's go help them out. Realistically, it's just in me. So, the Empress and all of that, yeah, well, that's me. Running through the tree of life. That's that energy. It's my natural energy. As the Kanyan and all of that. My natural energy is nothing of love. We were created of nothing of love. But we've shielded it from people because of our experiences. We don't let it be free. A perfect example is Marshall. He's just as, I swear, that fucking nutshell. Fucking candy coated fucking. Are you a fucking peanut flavored one, or like what's the inside shell taste like? Let me taste inside. No, he's an example of nothing. A guy is nothing but a pudgy fucking roll of love. Really, he's a roly-poly of love, like a Tootsie Roll of love. He's squishy like caramel. Something soft. He's super soft. You can't tell. He looks so hard, and he uses all these hard-ass words. Oh, these are hard words. He's not really. I mean, he might swing on you if he has to, but he's going to feel really bad about it later. I promise you, he's in that fucking energy. You can't see it, bro. You can't see it, but he's in the energy of Lewis and fucking Allie. I'm serious. They're so loving and kind. Realistically, ask his daughter. He's nothing but loving and kind. And his closest people will tell you that, but they wouldn't, because it doesn't sound right. It'd be demeaning to say that about Eminem. They're not allowed to say that he's like that he's soft. But he really is. He doesn't walk around looking hard or trying to be. He's really soft. He just tries to hide it all the time. Really? Yeah. I see you. I'm gonna push your soft points. Come here, Achilles. Bend over. He hates it. How you see me? I fucking see you, bro. You can hide, but I can still see you. Really? Why? Because it's me. But you can see it. Can't you see it? He's not really. He's not. And he really let it out on that show. When that girl cried, he couldn't hold it in, bro. He couldn't hold his divine, feminine, beautiful energy in. He had to run to her and be like, don't. It's okay. Why? Because he saw himself and he has to hold his feelings in all the time like that. He'll tell you, dude, he had to be strong when he was weak. We had to be strong. We just have to be. Why? I don't know. I'm going to cry about it. I love my twin flames. They're annoying as fuck. Realistically, yeah, that's what that goes to. So when you open up to love, it's a great thing. We should get him a puppy. What's your address? It's the funniest thing you should ever. Stalker stance needs your address. And for coming from the Stanley Hotel, you said if I'd write you, you'd come see me in downtown. I'm having too much fun. Move out of my energy, please, Mr. King of Swords, Queen of Swords, whatever you're doing, Queen, King, Jacqueline. Really? Yeah. So being in a loving energy is very good for you. You're supposed to be in that Pisces, Aquarius, Neptune, all that stuff it's good, but you can easily get a little carried away. Why did you think this? Man, I don't know. I was thinking all kinds of great things. Are you high? I don't know. I have some great ideas though. It's planetary bullshit, creative ideas. You can use that creative flow to create. Obviously, it's literally called creativity. It's an energy that you can create with. Really? And that's why I told you the Empress and the Queen of Cups. Why? Because they're full of love. You can create anything out of love, meaning nurturing. You can nurture any thought into existence. You can nurture anything. You have this, and that's where it can be dangerous. Like, you don't see impossibilities, you see possibilities. You create your own possibilities. That's how you can manifest. You don't see blockages. You see all these unbelievable opportunities. What did I see? Somehow I started manifesting. I don't want to talk to you about it. If I say it, it's going to even get bigger. It's already in my head and I already spoke it out. We'll just leave it alone and see how it plays out. And I'll just act like that didn't happen. What happened? In the middle of my talking, I was like, hey, I have a tent in the back. And I could go set that up. And I would really like to do this. I started manifesting. I was like, I'm going to be fucking camped out in the woods like in no time at all in my brand new tent that I've been wanting to do. That's what it is. You have an idea and now it starts really getting nurtured. Again, I'm going to be a Picasso. A Da Vinci. Oh, we bringing Picasso in too? You bringing your homies with you? I thought we were hanging out with Bob Ross, doing pretty little flowers and shit, making happy little mistakes. Mr. Rogers. That's how you know you're in the right energy. When you're in your inner child and you're like, that's the right energy. PBS energy. PBS kids. I'm about to sing that stupid song. What is this song? From the Reading Rainbow. Don't make me sing that song, dude. God, I'm old. I don't even read anymore. They don't look on the other side of the rainbow. Do you guys know about that? No. Because Blue's Clues guy got real and had to like grow up and get a job. There's a part of me that's frozen in time. Haven't you seen all these frozen pieces in time? Pieces. It's better than being a fucking M&M bar over there. My nickname for him, my pet name for him was Mars Bars. Really? Yes. That was my pet name for him. Now I'm like, I don't want nothing to do with the planet Mars. I'm trying to stay on Jupiter, Zeus. All right, let's move on. I'm just having fun. Why? Because it's better than not. Better than stressing. Where are we at? Oh God, I gotta turn to Wolfman and ask him what that card is. Don't tell me. I'll find my own answers. I'm very independent. Really, I think it's the chariot. Really, it's probably the coolest looking chariot I ever saw. That's creepy as fuck. Dude, have you guys seen this? Damn, me and my movies. Clash of the Titans, right? It's the old one. How old? Like fucking as old as I am, as old as dirt. And it tells you the story about Medusa and everything, right? All right, well, Andromeda had a curse on herself. Oh shit, was it Cerno? Oh shit, what was the name of that douchebag? Oh my god, maybe it was Cernunnos. Really? Anyways, he was cursed again, blah blah blah. So in the nighttime when she was sleeping, he would come and take her astral body and it would get into a fucking, you got to go see the movie. I'll put a post of it tonight. She would crawl into a cage like this and a big ass bird. It was a crazy ass bird. It was a vulture would carry her soul over to him, and every night she would sleep with him. It was a scary thought. Good thing I pray over my body before I go to sleep. I don't have any access to my soul. Really? Yeah, that's what came to mind. Scary. Really? They try to access you in the dream world. Why? Because they can't pick up the phone and call you in the real world? I hate that. It's like you're thinking about me. You're like sending me telepathic messages and you think I don't know, but I can hear all of this and I don't want to hear any of this. Change the channel. Really? I will show up in their fucking DMs and scare the shit out of them. Stop fucking thinking about me. Get on my nerves. You're in my head. All right, the chariot. In this new world of doubt and fear, you cannot remain small and hidden forever. Oh, God. God's going to expose me and make me the superstar that he wants me to be. Come on, God. It's part of it. It's part of the 2026 package, bro. I signed up for the fucking big leagues. Really? I did all the work. I can't hide from it. I'm supposed to be preparing myself for fame and fortune. Only those that are on top know what I'm running from. They know what no other fucking person knows until you get to where they are. How could I know that? Because I've been you a million times. I know what the fucking responsibility is once you get up there. I know the pressure. I know all of this. I never wanted to be you, dipshit. I promise you guys on everything holy, I thought I could hide in the skirts and I would be able to awaken the twin flames and they could use their power and I could be like a secret transmitter somewhere. Really? I didn't think I would have to outshine everyone and be like that. I knew God, I knew my purpose, but for some reason I disassociated the fame of it. I knew I was here to change the world, but I didn't realize I'd be on the world platform to do it. And I was avoiding that. Why? Because of the persecution, dipshit. What am I going to be famous for? A witch. I'm the first ever, and I'm not just a witch. I'm the first fully awoken soul, transcendental being that has access to the super conscious, that knows all that is and was and will be. I'm literally a walking fucking prophecy and earth angel, bro. It's not going to be accepted so lightly by, you know what I mean? People of authority and leadership, religions, politics. They're coming for me. Fuck your little girlfriends and your little fucking things, dude. They're going to challenge this. Because if I exist, that means everything they've taught is a lie. But I'm nothing more than a walking truth to their lie. I am the real I am, bro. I am what God made me. I am the divine feminine. And that's what I'm famous for. But with that, dude, I have every bit of masculine energy, every bit of egotistical energy, and that's the fall of men. is the divine feminine awakening. It's not just me. It's happening in everyone, which is your feelings. But I'm the leader of it. What is it? What is it? What's in there? Oh my god. You guys in these jump scares. They do that to me on purpose because they know I'm a child.
I fell for it first.
That scared me. What was it? It was an eel underwater. They like opened this chest. I thought it was gonna be like, you know, a hidden chest of fucking gold, and it was an eel that jumped out at my face. Scary. Anyways, the new world of doubt and fear. You cannot remain small and hidden forever. It happened last January. He started showing me premonitions, and I panicked in the hotel. I said I wouldn't go outside. I shut down. I wouldn't even drive the fucking lift anymore. I didn't know it was out there. It was always out there. I was afraid of it. Dude, you could become famous right away. It can happen overnight. It can make you a celebrity. I just wasn't. That's what I said. It's like, I'm not ready to go viral. I'll be arguing with 23,000 fucking people at once. Realistically, I didn't want to. I didn't want to be in the spotlight. I like the dark. And that's what she was saying. It's like, why aren't you on TikTok? Why aren't you? I'm not trying to be. I'm not. The further I go, the further it gets. It's like, dude, there's a reason that witches hit themselves, bro. They're all over the place. And there's a reason that nobody else does this. Do you know another one that comes out in the open? Do you know a fucking medium? Do you know a psychic? Do you know someone that talks to fucking aliens? Do you know anybody that can consort with the dead? Do you know anyone that talks to deities? Do you know anyone that does this shit? I do it openly and freely, and this is persecution in many countries, bro. This is against religions. This is against science. This is against all kinds of fucking teachings, bro. They fear the very thing that I am, and they will seek to destroy it or control it. Don't get that fucked up. I have no intentions to walk out and get fucking hung for, or at least tried. And that's what it is. I'm going to get tried for this, for sure. They're going to try me. I'm not even trying to be part of it, but that's part of it. I don't just get to win the lottery and go hide somewhere, bro, and build like some kind of fucking Jonestown. No, bro, it's known. I'm known all over the world for what I am. Why? Because everybody all over the world needs to know what they are. I'm not something you're not. The only thing that I am is awoken. And I teach you how to wake up. Which is what? Fighting the fucking mind, like I just told you. One at a time. You're freeing your spirit by letting it doing what it says. Following your free spirit inside that has no logic, but has reason. It goes against everything for you to be free. But after you've fought so many battles against everyone and everything, and it starts with those closest to you, you are empowered to do this, to stand out there on a, you know what I mean? Like the Leo, like the lion, and be free to be you. But because you fought for it all the way to get here. All the time, God is trying to get me closer and closer to spotlight. To show what he's made me. Because it's not about you accepting me, but about understanding acceptance in general. You know what I mean? That's what Lilith always taught you, is to accept you and what God has made you, despite if they don't, because I wasn't accepted by mankind. Feared, respected, but never accepted. And that's what I am. There's pieces of it in all of mankind that you guys deny. You deny all of this in you because you're told that you're evil. So I'm standing in the face of evil and the injustice that happens to everyday people. I'm here to fight for what we are and what God created us as. There's nothing wrong with us. There's some dark tendencies. We're not all of the light, but he created the dark and the light of the same. Realistically, we're not against God. And that's what it is you turned us against and said that we weren't godly enough and we weren't allowed to have God because of our tendencies, experiences, you know what I mean? Feelings. Not, you know what I mean? Simple shit. You and your fucking rules. They said that we're not allowed to talk to spirit, but every holy book that has ever been written says that the spirit came and spoke with the people. But then they'll deny any person that ever has a spiritual experience outside of the church. Get the fuck out of my face. And then they'll call it something like necromancy and say that I'm, you know what I mean? I'm possessed. Shut up. Why? Because I pray to God and I can see the gods that and to which I pray, and they're all fake. They're all foreign. They're all against God, the one true God. They're all part of God. What are you talking about? And that's where it comes. Go back and read my description. I'm the leader. I lead by example. I'm one hell of an example. You're not going to see another one like me. I'd like to say you didn't build them like me, but the only thing like me is you. The parts that you're denying. The time has come to choose to rise above or be more than you and be more than you have been. Step into the cart and it can take you excuse me, I forgot that vision. I got that vision again. And you can fly faster and farther. All you need to do is hang on for dear life. Bring the chaotic strands together and weave them into the harness that will fuel your travels. What is this? Harness power, put on the mask you wish to present the world. Keywords: victory, movement and travel, vehicles. I need a new car, God. Where's that money? Powerful over, what is this? I don't really need to. I'm not going anywhere, but I will soon enough. Power over others, exert control over the external world, conquest, vengeance. Well, you know what I mean? When you come in, you're coming in for something, realistically, and that's where it is. It's like, I'm coming for everything that God said. You know what I mean? I'm on a quest. I'm on a mission, bro. Really? Yep. And this isn't, I'm not here for a short time. This is going to be a long time. This has been a long time coming. It's the last time I'm doing this shit for mankind. Really? I'm doing it for myself. But in doing that, I'm doing it for mankind. Really? Mm-hmm. Once and for all, we rise up against oppression, discrimination. We're going to set this straight. It's going to be equal. And anyone that can't surrender to equality, to humanitarianism, to kindness, compassion, love, and forgiveness, they're going to fucking fall. You're going to fall at the hands of God, not at our hands. Our hands will not be dirty of this world. We came to clean it up, not to make it worse. Realistically, those that choose of a wicked heart to not give in to forgiveness and openness of what you may deem as your enemy, then you're cursed, bro. Judge not, lest thee be judged. And that's what this happened. I'm here picking up all the people that are deemed ungodly because of their ungodly life. You said that God wasn't there and they walked away from God and they have no God and they're going to go to hell for the lives they've lived. There's no other punishment more than the lives they've lived. I'm here with the voice of Jesus, to redeem them out of hell, the current hell they're living in. Go fuck yourself. Wishing for them to have more pain than they've already experienced in this life is only guaranteeing that pain upon you and yours. To kick a horse or to kick a dog when it's already down is just foul. Going back to Lilith, it's like, she's the lady of the night with all the creatures of the night. Yeah, call them what you want. But all life has purpose. All the things that you don't think are so pretty, including myself. God made us with great power and great purpose. We were never casted out by God. We were never unloved by God. None of that. God loved fucking Pac just as much as he loved all of us. Don't tell me he didn't love him. Putting him in the fucking streets, giving him a crackhead mom, no father, giving him a hard life. Didn't mean he didn't love him. And it didn't mean that he was ungodly and he should go to hell for his life. He was born into hardships. Most of us are. We don't just, ride the Titanic into a fucking golden spoon and a great life. Molly Brown. Realistically, I'm just saying. And because of that, because we didn't live up to your expectations, society's expectations or standards, we're less than godly. And you deny us that. Let any of us walk into your church, bro. I remember, Jesus, that was great. I was working at 7-Eleven in San Diego, in Chula Vista. And I had a friend, this homosexual friend. He was a black dude. And I invited him to my church that I was going to at the time. And he's like, girl, should I be going to church with lube in my purse? And I looked at him and I said, there's so many fucking things wrong with that comment, but God loves you anyways. And we're going in this bitch. And we go in there and it's like, there's a room where they speak tongues. He's never seen this shit. He's never seen no church like this before. It's like, what are they doing? It's like, they're speaking to the Holy Spirit. It's like, what's that noise? It's like the Spirit speaking through them. It's like, what are they saying? I don't know. Only people that speak in tongues know what it's saying. It's just gibberish. I hear it too. I don't know what they're saying. It's kind of scary. It's like, let's leave here. Really? Well, I mean, let me walk you around. And that's like it. It's like, let me take you to Mother Cabrini Shrine. What are they doing in here? They're praying. For what? Forgiveness. For what? Their sins. Did you see that one? There's a specific one that's for fucking relapsers. There's a specific cross on the way up that specific people have to go to and pray to when they relapse. It's like everybody knows that if you're praying in front of this cross, you're already condemned. Like they make you wear the cross. Oh, that cross? Those are for drug addicts. Those are the drug addicts that can't stop. That's why they're praying and crying. They totally humiliate you. Yeah, let's go in the box and tell them all your sins. Really? No. You confess to God, not to man. You confess to God and you ask God for his forgiveness. And men, if they will, but they're not, it's not in their nature. Realistically, I mean, before I ask you to go ask someone for forgiveness, who are you holding unforgiveness towards? They told you were ungodly if you lusted. To never want to experience touch, that's crazy. That's crazy. I found that out. That's a form of love. You're drawn to it, whether you know it or not. You want to be close to someone. You want to feel what it feels like to have touch. So they tell you that something like that. And especially if you're touching the same sex, now you're a homosexual and you're going to burn in hell. Oh man, them and their roles. And you know what was funny? They were talking about that lady yesterday. They were telling me all kinds of shit about this kind. She's like, she's trying to be Muslim. She's still eating pork. She's still eating. How are you going to be Muslim and still eat pork? And I'm just laughing the whole fucking time. The whole time. I'm like, I think you could honor the Muslim beliefs and still eat it. You know what I mean? Are you going to, is God going to come out of the clouds and burn you? You will not see God's kingdom if you eat this pig. What about fucking Wolfman over there eating fucking guinea pigs? I don't think you should be eating pets, but down there, that's a food. How much did you pay to eat that fucking thing? I bet it fucking costs you something. Your stomach's not used to guinea pig. Realistically. I'm serious. Have you ever in your mind considered the thought of this, alligate, that God is not going to let you in the kingdom for eating that animal? You're like, it's in the book. I mean, how many people do you know that went to hell for eating a fucking animal? Krishna, do you want to talk about this? He loves his animals. Are you serious? I mean, unless they're the last two on the planet, I don't know. Are we barbaric? I don't think so, dude. That's like asking the lion not to eat meat. Is it going to just all of a sudden start eating the branches and it'll be satisfied? It can live off of trees and it's not made like that. A bear can, maybe if that's fully real. No, it eats fish even. Like, I'm serious. It will not survive. It will not survive. They're called fucking carnivores, bro. Now going back to it. Well, you can. They tell us to eat fucking chickens, and they tell us to eat turkeys, but don't touch the pigeons because that's a dirty bird. Did you see the chicken coop? These guys look pretty healthy to me. They look like they got. I'm serious. What's the difference? And they tell you specifically that you're going to go to hell if you eat this. I don't believe that. Really? I don't believe that. I think if you maybe ate like an endangered animal, if you found like, what did you say today? What was that animal you said? I don't know though, because maybe the tribes, the Eskimo tribes, would have had to eat that thing. What'd you call it? A narwhal. So you ever seen a narwhal? I was like, I really have. I seen him in Florida at the aquariums. And she's like, well, she said something about a unicorn. I think that it would be, wrong to eat a unicorn. Or I feel like I'm having a Joe Bart conversation right now. Joe Bart, what do you think about this? What do you think about the concept of going to hell for eating? I think you should go to hell for eating a booger. I just remembered that. Ew. Do you remember that? I remember that. I posted it. Who was it? I don't know. Something black, Zodiac Black, or some guy. He had this. It was on the internet, dude. They watched him wipe a booger on this lady's head. What are you in hell for? I wiped a booger on somebody. Yeah, that'll put you in hell for sure. You're definitely gonna go to hell for that. Realistically. What are you in? I ate pork my whole life, and I wasn't supposed to. Come here, Porky. Are you serious? God's just going to put you in hell because you ate the pig? Or you porked the pig? I don't think he wants you having sex with his animals, but even Adam did that. I have the visuals stuck in my fucking head. We all saw that. Bestiality. What are you doing, Adam? That's not what you're supposed to do. I blame myself. Maybe no. I feel justified. He was gonna do that to me. I am so glad I didn't fucking lay on all fours like he told me to. He'd been butt fucking me or something. That's a sin. That should have been the first sin right there. Don't be sleeping with the animals. Call us unclean. That's what happened. The divine started sleeping with mankind, and this was very uncleanly. You're sleeping with the animals. You're sleeping with the livestock. Oh, they look great. Don't touch them. They're dirty. Oh, great. Now you made a baby with them. You try to take it back to the gods. They're like, no, leave that thing down there. It's not welcome up here. It's a half-breed. No. Who's its mother? And then you go back to the fights of Zeus and the gods. Oh, it was a great story. All right, moving on to the chariot. Take control of your life. I told you, see, I can't see. This is why I can't hang out with people. Really? Because I can't stay in the here and now. Really? It's part of being, eternal, multidimensional. Do you have any lifetimes I lived right now? Including this one? Really? It's just replaying. But that's what that is. Really? Yeah, I taught you about, and I said it was the chariot. It's trying to balance your fucking this, that, and the other and go for this ride called your life. It's a roller coaster. And it's really funny. It's like strap on. That's what I said. When you get on this ride, that's how it feels like. It feels like you're in the back seat of a car that's going really fast and you're strapped in a fucking car seat and you're crying and they just keep giving you snacks and turning up the music. You have absolutely no idea where you're going. Really? Well, that's pretty much my road trip through life, I suppose. Where are we at in the Notoria? We're in a chariot, an empress. We're doing good. They're all great cards until we get to what? What is this? Oh, the King of Pentacles. Hey, we're going to master reality now. That's good. We need to have this all balanced. What's going on in my reality? I don't know. I really don't know. It'll pick up tomorrow. That's what the cards said. Really? I'm going to pause. Tomorrow I've got appointments and I have to get back to life, which is that's what I saw. I was like, when do I gotta finish that room? I'm not pushing you. I was like, thank goodness, because I pushed myself real hard yesterday. I've got one more load, dude. Really, one more. I'm like dragging this shit out. And then I have an appointment tomorrow that I have to do. That's right here. And I'm supposed to get a pedicure that I didn't do today. But that's also right there in the same parking lot. Really? And then after that, on Wednesday, they gave me all kinds of shit to do. I'm supposed to go to the spiritual store in the Hobby Lobby to go get some fucking art supplies. I knew this was going to happen. I was getting all, interested in art on Facebook. I just kept watching all of these people paint pictures and not really, they weren't really painting. I haven't watched anyone paint. I watched them put paint on like different materials and use different materials to spread the paints out. That's what I keep watching. None of them are painting. They're just blending colors with different tools. That's what I've been watching. All transparency, yeah. I haven't watched anybody create something like, no, they're just blending. I just keep watching the blending of colors. And it makes sense. Why are you watching that? Because that's what I watch with Metatron. The blending of colors and shapes and how they make figures and they turn into something. And that's how thoughts are created. So that's why I was watching that. I was like, I am not surprised. That's what I told my daughter. I was like, they're going to have me start doing art. I've been really sucked into this lately. Yeah. So we're doing some real world shit. That's with the King of Pentacles. He masters the real world. The Emperor leads it, but the King of Pentacles masters. He masters, practicality and shit. So that's a Virgo or a Capricorn or a Taurus. Now that I think about it, that's very Brian. He's so very logical. He's the Taurus. He's whatever. He just put out another song. That one sounded pretty good. Really? I don't know. He tapped into some good shit. What are we at? Creativity. It might be the oil. Maybe that's why he doesn't want to talk to me. He doesn't want to tell me what that oil's doing. Maybe he's seeing past life shit. Maybe he's having fantasies. I have no idea. I just anoint my own eye. I just wonder what this does to you. I know what it does to me. I've been doing it for a long time. Let me see what this does to you. Number 29. Where are we at? God who heals the sick. Now that's 28. Well, I mean, I'm getting a bunch of fucking congestion. I think if you hear it, it's not really building up, it's moving out. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting a lot of blockages out. Really? Have you heard it? It's bad. My son came home like that on Friday, and now I'm all, I don't know, snot faced or something. I'm not like sick, but I just feel like there's a lot of movement and shit. Cleaning out chakras. All right, what the hell is this? Is that your name? That's a hard one. What is this? Rael. Rael. This isn't as fun as some of the other ones. Rael's places moral and spiritual rigor in us, prompting us to submit our emotional nature to the transcendental one, reestablishing perhaps through meditation or prayer a connection with the divine, risking turning devotion into fanaticism and blind faith. It then will become crucial that our subconscious welcomes its energy as an inspiration directed towards research and moral rigor, specifically when the difficult choices before us may drive us to an easy, what is this word? Intransigence. I've never seen that word before. All right, it's the dominations, the King of Pentacles, the Sun, Leo, and the Three of Pentacles, and Erotesic. A mixed bag. What is that? I don't know off the top of my head. I don't have tarot memorized. Do you see how much information I'm putting in? The memory is so difficult. It's like, how can you not memorize tarot after 3 years? Because it's not the only thing. Fucking Wolfman carries one deck of cards for fucking 4 years. One deck. He can't even look at another deck. I'm looking at how many different decks of tarot, and each of them have a different meaning. Go screw yourself. Realistically. And yeah, we pull the same cards and never get the same answers. All right, let's go into the Three of Pentacles. What is the Three of Pentacles? I think it's about, threes. Oh, that's the Three of Cups. Queen of Cups, Pentacles. To work. Oh. This card is about work and craftsmanship. Again, that has to do with the bridge, and you know what I mean. You're involved in making an inspiration making your inspirations manifest in the world. Whether this is a piece of art, establishing a high quality business, building a house, or getting the training you need for chosen career. You have made your plans and you know where you're going, and good old fashioned hard work, I'm getting a download, is going to get you there. I'm a major in marketing, you guys. I'm a salesperson. I know how to sales anything. I can sell myself. That's what I was telling Milia. I was telling her this morning about my stories of selling perfume and how funny I was. I was like, I didn't give a fuck. My job was to get out there and talk to people and have fun. They did not want what I was buying. They did it just to help me out because I was fun. I was a fun experience in their day-to-day life. I told her, and I was like, you know what I was the best at, Milia? I was like, I was a fucking what did I tell you? What was the word I called it? Hold on. There was a word for me. I was a window pitcher. What does that mean? I could pull up to next to you in my car and pitch you a bottle of perfume and sell to you out of my car. I was perfect at it. Even Stoner Steve, he would do it to me when I was passed out. I'd be passed out in the fucking front seat, and he'd be like, "Lucky, pitch him, pitch him." Huh? And my pitch was so solid I wouldn't even have to be awake, dude. They would just, that's what we would do. We would go looking for people, dude. We would go looking for people to sell our bullshit to. Realistically, while everybody else was in the parking lots, I would go walking into businesses. I'd go walking into people's offices. I've been in colleges. I'd go anywhere just looking for people. And I was telling her about it. I was like, I'm a fucking sales mongrel, dude. I can sell you anything, dude. And it's really just the delivery. So when it goes back to selling myself and what I do, I've never even tried. I've never attempted to push this. I had every intention to push my album to the fullest extent. I know exactly how to be heard and seen and where to put it. It's called marketing. How to find the people and how to make yourself, you know what I mean? How to build your business. I know how to do this. This I knew in the past life. I haven't applied any of that to this. None of it? No. I had some business cards I passed out. They're pretty much all gone now. So that means I've passed out 500 business cards in the last 2 years. I bought a pack of 500 and I got like a couple left. Really? Seriously, I passed them out. But and that was all over everywhere I've been. Really? I mean everywhere. Arizona, Oklahoma, Nevada, all the places I've been. I've had those cards since Oklahoma because I was going to pass them out in Oklahoma. But otherwise, no. I don't broadcast, hey, you watch YouTube? Hey, catch me on YouTube. But at the same time, with my music, I was willing to go down to the 16th Street Mall and just perform live right there for everyone so that they could hear me. By the time I was at Las Vegas, I was ready to perform live to show everybody what I could do. So it's baby steps, bitches. It's baby steps to the big show, to the big screen. But I purposely hold myself back. I don't need somebody to come do this for me. I know exactly what it takes, but I know exactly what I'm going to get out of it, which is it starts a lot of hard work. With great power comes great responsibility. Once I have the money to start helping people, there's no reason not to start right away. There's no reason that I need to take a fucking vacation or I need to take care of myself and I need to be fucking selfish right now. The very second that I start all this, it doesn't stop. I don't get a pause. There's no breaks. It just goes. This is a fucking train. The motherfucker starts going and it will never stop. It's like a rocket ship. Imagine there's no brakes on any spaceship that you send out of here. You can slow it down, you can stuff, but there's no brakes. It's like, oh, I can't stop. You can't stop it. You can redirect it, but you can't stop it once it starts going. Really? No, there's no force that's going to stop it. And it's not about me and what my ambitions are and what I'm hoping to gain out of this. It's what my job is and what God's wants my expression of life to do for everyone else. Really? Yeah. I don't have to sit here and think about ways of how to be famous and how I'm going to get people to watch my shit. And it's going to happen way faster than I ever thought it would because it's not my plan. It's God's. And because he's planning it, I'm scared. It can happen at any time. And then I have to be what he's trained me to be. Same thing with this wife. One day, it's really going to happen. and I'm going to step up, and I'm really going to have a man there in my life every day. And I really am going to just start living this. It's just going to happen one day. He's really going to come in and never leave, and my dream comes true just that fast. One day, dude, one day if they find out who I am, the right person finds out and they start telling everybody. And it's too late. It just happens. Did you guys see how fast my fucking channel blew up? It was almost too scary, bro. Really? I don't even remember where I was. I was like in the hundreds, and then somehow I went from like the hundreds to thousands. I'm like, holy shit. Really? Yeah. I'm not one of these people that are like wanting it to grow and I want to get big and I want everyone to hear me. It just starts an argument. It's going to start one hell of an argument because I'm here to challenge your way of life. In order for you to accept a possible new way of life, which is just the ancient ways. It's not really new. It's some old shit. It's been long forgotten. Something you called was the way of the ancestors. In essence, then, if you reinstate the way of the ancestors, then what do you become? The ancestors. You're the one that states the new traditions. They're not new. This is old ways of living. You just have gone far away from it. Really? Let's go back to this hard work. I'm just saying, I know what it takes. Most of you don't know what it takes. I didn't know what it took to write music and record music. That was a whole new experience. I know the business aspect of music. I didn't know what it meant to be an artist. So when I did that and I was able to do that, I knew how to do the rest of it. Scared the shit out of me again. You cold?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. You look cold. How cold did it get? His face was cold. Yeah. Anyways, as I said, I'll be outside all day until I get cold or have to use the bathroom. Then I gotta come back in. Same thing during the summer. I don't go out there. It's hot. It makes me sweat. I don't like that. Really? I'm not a sweater. Ugh. Anyways, this is a long-term goal and you have only completed the initial stages, but you have the determination you need to see the project through to its conclusion. Moreover, and I was thinking about my videographer. I'd reached out to him last year about this, and we talked about it hourly, the package, and all this stuff. And I'm like, if I do all this, I don't need any of those hours. Realistically, yeah, I was gonna book him for all kinds of shit. But if I'm literally watching it all and putting all of the minutes together, you know what I mean? And that's when you become the editor and the producer. You know what I mean? And doing all of that. In the beginning, I thought I could just drop all this stuff off at somebody and tell them what I was trying to do. It's like telling someone, to make your hair look pretty. Just give me a pretty haircut. No, I got to do all this myself. Really? I mean, once you get in there, it's like, what am I telling? There's so much in here. Exactly. I got to go in and find it all. But once I put it all together, and that's what I'm going to do, I'm going to take all of this video and watch it all and get just the pieces, the awakening. I mean, I'm going to label everything that's in there so I can get those for other videos, but just the awakening. Once I've done that, dude, I'll have all the footage. It doesn't have to be only 2 hours. I don't have to edit this. It's a documentary. It can be, and that's what he said. It doesn't have to be limited, and it doesn't have to be, 2 hours. It can be anything when it's a documentary. It could be 90 minutes. It could be whatever. Really? Yeah. So, you know what I mean? It could be a 2-part documentary if it's that long, if it's like, 4 hours or something. But I got to take all of this stuff and tell just the beginning story of it. But I have to go through all of it so that I can tell the follow-up stories afterwards. Because this is so captivating. Once it hits, people are going to want more. So I have to have the more ready, which is what's the next story that you're going to tell. And that's where as I take, just to get the one story out, just to get one part out, I get all of the trilogy out. I can get it all out. Really? It's like cancer, I guess. Once we open you up, we can see where it all is and get it all out at once. And that's where I'll be able to do it. That's a lot. I said that's going to take me like 8 months, I think. Really? That's a lot of I've never done film editing. I'm not going to do it. I'm literally just going to download the footage and catalog it. timestamp it and catalog it. But then I need to take those catalogs of what I need and I need to put those into a database or a spreadsheet so that I can access the information later when I'm ready. So when I do sit down with him, I can just roll the, you know what I mean? Just roll it, because we're going to take that plus live footage of me, you know what I mean? Obviously narrating the story. Really? I've watched a billion documentaries. It's my favorite thing to watch. Now I get to make my own. I've been watching documentaries since the beginning. So when I went to my videographer and I'm like, asked him, I never knew if he did film. And he's like, yeah. And he's like, as far as that, I told him I wanted to make a documentary worthy enough to get me into the film festival. He said, I've been there, dude. He said, I literally was a judge for the documentary, you know what I mean, category. I forgot what year. He literally judged which was the best documentary. So in order for me, you know what I mean, to have him as my editor and my producer to this, he knows exactly what it takes to be number one because he was the judge of number one at a time ago. So I know with certainty that it will come out as number one because he knows what it takes. Really? Swear. The same guy that helped me make my videos. Who is he? He shot for West Side Boogie and some other ones. He's just, and when I told Brian that he was my videographer, he's like, no shit, you know Jay? I was like, yeah. It's like, how did that happen? I don't know. God, he just brought me the right people, bro. How did you meet him? I don't even remember. He was from the Springs, but somehow our circles met, and I ended up with the best videographer in all of Colorado. And he's not just to Colorado. He's done, you know what I mean? He goes all over the place. He does everything. He's not just a videographer. Really? Mm-mm. He's amazing. So when I went to him, I went to him to make all of my videos, and I came back a couple years later. I always knew I wanted him to help me with this. I just didn't know what that was going to look like. We talked about it last year. And I was like, damn, that's going to take a lot of hours to sit with you going through this. And I realized he doesn't have to sit there watching all those hours. I do. So that eliminated all that cost. It became cost efficient. Really? Probably. It went from being like probably like a $6,000 fucking, you know what I mean, project to probably, I don't know, even saying 1,500 maybe is where I could probably bring it down after I do all the editing myself. Really? He's pretty good. And he's not one of those people to be fucking around. He don't want to spend hours, you know what I mean? Fucking days and days fucking with me. He's got other shit to do. He does a lot of shit like that. Really? Yes. But anyways, going into it. So that's the future project. That's the big project. But again, that's not my end project. It doesn't just stop there. I do the documentary only so that I can end up doing episodes. I'm going to sell those episodes of different stories to different platforms like Hulu, Netflix, Paramount, shit like that. Really? Different stories. There'll be the twin flame journey. There'll be, you know what I mean? Witchcraft. I haven't really categorized them, but there's different stories to be told in all of that, right? The first one is just the awakening, the concept of awakening, the symptoms, and the reality. Really? Yeah. Lots of people are going through the awakening. That's going to be the most resonant thing. Everybody's going to resonate with this because it's happening in their life. And whenever I talk to someone, that's what happens. They start telling me about the chaos in their life, and I bring peace to it because I have a spiritual understanding of what is happening to you. So I'm bringing that spiritual understanding from my own experience to the live screen. I'm only famous because I'm like you. Or famous because you're becoming like me. Which is what? Spiritual. Really? I'm not famous because I'm material. I'm famous because I'm spiritual. It will bring me a lot of material success only to continue to do spiritual work. I've seen this vision of God's kingdom, if you want to call it that, neighborhoods, communities. I've seen this vision of this oasis, this great community that he wants me to build. I've seen it to the houses, how he wants me to build the houses, their backyards, their front yards, their parking lots, where their fucking mailboxes are, and how the street connects. I've seen every detail over the years. This vision has added more and more detail. Again, the community center, the fucking dog walks. I've seen this whole fucking whatever it is that you want to call it. He wants me to create this vision, and he's going to give me the money based on the works I've already done. The fame and fortune will create this place for people. Who are the people? I don't know, but they're not just regular people. They're not just regular hurting people. It's not just a rehabilitation center for every broken, wounded fucking person that's out there. You can't mix sick people with healing people. They're infested. Look at it as a sickness, bro. People are carrying darkness, and people that are trying to shed their darkness and are always around darkness cannot shed it. Initiated people. And they come in all ages and forms. Really? And as far as, you know what I mean, children and elderly are a must. Really? Mm-hmm. Children and elderly are a must. That doesn't mean that the parents get in. This is the Titanic. If you had a chance, this is, you know what I mean? It's Poland, bro. It's the Germans are coming, bro. All you can choose is between yourself and your child. What are you going to choose? Are you going to send them in? Are you going to let me try to help your child and I tell you I can't help you, but I could help your child? Would you sacrifice your relationship for your child for them to live in my community and be safe and to have a bright future? No, you'd hold them back because you possess your child. You would hold them back from a bright future of being taken care of and living in my community. Why? You think someone's going to molest them? You think they're not going to have a bright future? You think they're going to go hungry? They're going to be slave workers in my community? Or are you just mad because they're chosen and you're not? That's how strict it is. I don't know. But I'm telling you, these are the chosen ones. They're God's chosen ones, and I don't choose who they are. I think everybody's a good person and should get a chance. It comes from, Jesus, second chances and shit. And then there's a part of me that thinks none of you deserve any of this, and you should just all die. Really? Well, which part you want to play with? All right. Anyways, reverse meaning. You are not applying yourself to your job or study and take no pride in it, instead producing rushed and poor quality work. You won't take any advice or constructive criticism from anyone, but prefer to muddle through. This goes back to you artists. I know that you think that I didn't have, you know what I mean? I didn't have the expertise to tell you how to do your job. I never told you how to do your job. I tried to inspire you how to do a better job. I've always inspired you guys. I've been trying to tell you what it sounds like, what kind of music the Holy Spirit wants you to make. I show you every day by sharing you inspirational music. I'm trying to show you how to tap into the music of the future, but you're just living in the past. You won't take advice or constructive criticism from anyone and prefer to muddle through. I'm not trying to misdirect you. I want you to make good music that we can turn on the radio. Not because I said I get to say I helped you, but because people get to dance again. Why is that so hard for you rappers? Is it literally impossible for you to get in a good vibe and make some good tunes? That's all I ever wanted from you, is success. Not just for you, but for the people. Going back to Russ, to Allie, I challenged Marshall. I challenge you to be a better version. You have the skills. You're just not applying yourself. You can do this. You can make great music, great dance music, uplifting music. You can make the music of the future if you just let go of the music of the past. I can't tell you what it is. I can only tell you what it feels like. I try to show you through other music of the past where you can turn this song on and you get that feeling. I don't know how to tell you how to get that feeling, but that's the feeling you need to create from. That's what we need. And I'm sad to say that if you can't find this, you're not going to be the creatives of the future. That is the music of the future. I know this. And I never thought I was going to be the one to do it. And I don't come in with the intentions to do your job. And I'm not trying to say I can do it better, but I have better guidance. I know what it's supposed. I know where it all comes from, and I was trying to give it to you. That's all I ever could do, was inspire the guys to make great music and to tell great stories so that they could inspire the world. That's all I really meant to do, was help heal them so they could heal the world. They could use their mighty voices and their mighty platforms to teach people. Even someone like Kim Kardashian, if I could get her to change the women's minds. She doesn't understand what power she has over women and how she could have such a powerful effect on women. A positive, not the negative one she's having right now. She thinks she's hotter than shit. Well, yeah, sure. She's trying to make everyone else like that, and that shit is some bullshit. Why don't you make them something better? You have the power to inspire women all over the world to be beautiful. Show them a different type of beauty and watch them follow you into it. They look to you for what they think is beauty. Show them what real beauty is. She thinks it's clothes. She thinks it's a perfect body. Is that why you like Lewis? Because of the clothes he wears and his perfect body? That's not why I like Lewis. Lewis is beautiful from the inside. And he works hard to have a beautiful outside, but he's beautiful inside. Marshall is beautiful inside. Russ is beautiful inside. Bobby is beautiful inside. It doesn't matter what they look like on the outside, but when they let that beauty inside out, they shine brighter than the fucking diamonds they wear around their neck. Really, true beauty. And that's what I have. I have an energy of beauty. It's not that I'm so beautiful. I have a beautiful energy. You come around me and you can feel it. You can see it. I'm hopeful. I'm happy. I'm giggly. I'm usually all good things. But I can look at you and see it. You don't have that same beauty. You look wore down. You look sad. You look mad. You look all kinds of things, but not joyful. Got my hands behind my back as I was doing this one. You won't take any advice from anyone, but prefer to muddle through. If you want success, you need to develop a better attitude. The card can suggest structural problems with the property you are buying or renovating. Be wary of doing bogged do-it-yourself jobs or hiring a cowboy builder. A relationship is struggling because you're not putting in time and effort needed to maintain it, ignoring advice from well-meaning friends. My daughter said that she broke up with her boyfriend. I was like, wow, you guys have been going strong for a long time. She said he's been real distant, and I've tried to talk to him about it, but he doesn't have the time to give me. So it's better just leave him alone. It's worse. You don't want to beg for someone's attention. Again, you don't want to beg for someone's love. If they don't have it, then you just got to take yourself. There's nothing worse than begging. And so when it says right this, because you're not putting in the time and effort, I can only sit here and give excuses. Well, maybe he's busy at school or something. Those are just excuses. She knows that before he had all the time in the world to talk to her, but now he has no time for her, and she feels it. And she can only express how much this is bothering her before she has to take some kind of action. She can't just allow this time to go by like it's not bothering her. I honor that. I support that. And I don't know what's going on with him. And that's a long distance relationship. Who knows? I was like, and that's what I told her. I was like, do you think he's spending his time entertaining another girl? Or is she's like, no, it's just he's not spending time with me. And that's just honoring your feelings. It's not about needy, but a relationship is about attention. That's what I said. It's like, to have that kind of relationship where you're giving your time and attention, that's something like a next level commitment. You don't give people that much time and attention. Really? You're in a relationship, but you're distant. You're not putting in time with them. You could be sitting next to each other all the time, but you're not opening up. You're not getting close. You're not trying to make a connection. You're not talking about anything. You're just, cohabitating. Really? That's what that means. Time and effort to maintain it. Or ignoring advice from well-meaning friends. I don't know what that means. Maybe, they're telling you to leave the situation. Three of Pentacles. We got lost on that one for sure. King of Pentacles. I think we should just wait till tomorrow. I've been talking forever. Another hour and a half. I'm getting good at this, right? This public speaking. Hours and hours of it. My daughter called right after my last video. I was like, Mary Jane, I love you so much. And I know you don't get to talk to me. But I literally just finished a video that was an hour and 56 minutes. I've been talking for an hour and 56 minutes straight, baby. I can't talk. I have to go and take a breath. If you could just give me 15 minutes and call me back. I was like, but don't forget, because I will. I have a terrible memory. Don't be like, oh, she forgot and it's okay. No, because I won't remember for 4 fucking days. That's not fair. You got to remember, I have a terrible memory. Really? That's what I told her. Did she call me back? Well, she said she was going to eat some soup. She's been real talkative lately. I talked to her the other day, and then she reached out to Milia and talked to her last night. So she's just, must be that Mercury. I don't know. Whatever. She's in the energy. She's in the loving energy, and that's cool. But I told her, I was like, I can't talk. I've been talking for hours. I can't talk right now. Really? I sent her my video. She said, I went to therapy today. I was like, that's exactly what I just talked about in my video is, us facing, you know what I mean, our childhood traumas and shit. I'm proud of you. And I was like, let me send you this video. And then where was it? What was it? 1:17:11. And then the next one was at 17. The next one was at 11. I'm like, geez, just follow those numbers. You'll find the most important shit I ever saw. I'm tired of talking. I get filled with it. I'm just filled, and I have to turn on the camera and just let whatever out. All right, the King of Pentacles is the Lord of the Earth who represents plenty, security, power, and stability. He advises you that you can now achieve pleasure and spiritual growth through appreciating the beauties of life and the world around you. These are the true riches. You're in a position to help others, so give generously of your time and resources to create abundance in your life and the lives around you. And that was me offering. I told you, offering my services. Even though nobody comes, I was offering the full moon services. There's not another witch that's really going to invite you in for you to do this type of shit. Not one that has the powers I have. Nope. On a practical level, it signifies ultimate achievement of a creative project, business venture, investment, accomplishment through methodical work and attention to detail. The King of Pentacles, and what is that? My faith. My faith has seen me through. Really? Watch. What's the last part? Where are you trying to see it? Everything I believe in works. Really? I mean, it's not certain people, but everything. I told you this would happen. You know what I mean? God gave me the new house, the new job, the new man, the new car, the new life. He gave me everything he said. In witchcraft, they say it's a 3-year process. And maybe it was 3 years to the day. Who don't know? I don't know. I just be like, I always round up. I've been saying I only have 55 years for like 2 years now. I'm just trying to round it up. How long are you here for? 99? But I'm 43, so obviously, do the math. I've always done that. Really? I always round up. That's what I was saying yesterday. I was like, dude, I'm almost 50. You're 43. Well, I mean, pretty much, don't you think? Are we running down? Am I running around saying I'm 40? Might as well just round it up. I'm like a half a century old. I'm not afraid to say that. That's amazing. Really? Pac only lived to a quarter. And realistically, I almost live a whole century. I lived to 99. Why didn't you go for the whole 100? I mean, I don't know. 99 sounded like a good number to me. How long are you here for? How long are you sentenced to hell? Just kidding. Whenever, let's see, the King of Pentacles may be a person in your life. He is a natural manager and likes to be very successful in his career. All right, he is me. He is the masculine version of me. Wherever you encounter me, I will be wise, fatherly figure who offers guidance and wisdom, generous with my time and energy, a conscientious mentor who will help nurture new talent. I am totally, well, not always, grounded, practical, hardworking, and reliable. Every move I make is carefully planned using tried and tested methods gained through long experience. When I'm putting myself, usually, yeah, if I have the experience, I'm experiencing a lot of things I've never done before, but I'm using tried and tested methods from other parts of my life. But I'm doing a lot of brand new experiences. So it's not that I'm always carefully planning out things. A lot of it is impromptu or almost reckless. I didn't see this coming. And that's where it is you can't always plan for everything. You just have to, again, be still and be ready for anything. Really? You can't have all things in control like this. I'm just saying. I like to get my own way, but I do it in a manner that people are glad to oblige. I'm slow to anger, but my temper can be explosive. And that's it, dude. I can chill for so long. But when I blast, dude, I blast. I go straight out. Queen of Swords. I'm cutting everybody. I'm burning this shit to the ground. You won't like me when I'm angry. Don't push me to see what will happen if you piss me off. And really what it is you're trying to hurt me. What pisses me off? Shit like that. You're trying to get under my skin. You're not going to like this, dude. This is going to hurt both of us if you do this. You're trying to get a rise out of me because you think I'll act like other people. And what comes out of me is not at all what you were expecting. And it can't be taken back. And it's directed directly at you from your stupid little mind games that you play with everyone. Don't play with me. Realistically, that goes back to B. I know that was your response to whatever, bro, but you don't know who you're fucking with. What did you say? Did you think that I was going to say, that I was going to come crawling back, or I was going to try to be friends with you after you just unfriended me like that? You thought I was going to beg for your attention? You thought I was going to be nice about this? Really? Don't push me to be angry. And that's it too. Don't make me angry. I can be hurt, and that's cool. But if you fucking make me angry, bro, that's something you can't handle. Really? Don't try to start by hurting me, because you're going to, you know what I mean? That's your intention. Oh, I'm going to do this to piss them off. You're not going to like this. Go ahead, try it. I double dog dare you. This isn't going to work out well for you. You wanted to see me pissed off, so you get me pissed off, and that's what you get. Am I supposed to apologize? This was your intention. You wanted this, didn't you? Realistically? I enjoy the finer things in life and have a tasteful home where I love to entertain my family and friends. As a life partner, I may not make big romantic gestures, but I will be loyal and loving, even sensual and passionate, offering a life of financial security and protection, though I can be possessive. Fair enough. I mean, I believe that if you're mine and I'm yours, I mean, isn't that real? Does that come with a ring? Do I have to have a ring for this to be? Like if I put a ring on you, then you're mine? Is that how this works? Masculinity that sounded so masculine, didn't it? That's what I'm saying. The masculine part of me is kind of trying to figure this out. What does that mean? I mean, I thought that's what I mean. I thought your dick was mine. I thought that's what that meant. Like when I said, oh, my kids aren't here. I was like, when I said this pussy's yours, I meant yours. You didn't mean that? I meant that from my heart, dipshit. That's what I mean, possessive. Going back to reverse meaning. The reverse king indicates that you've failed to achieve the success you desire and may be in serious financial difficulty. Ouch. Really? I mean, how's that hair product going for you there, Russ? You keep making all these commercials for a product that doesn't exist. You're such a fluffer with your frizzy hair. My hair looks better than yours, bro. Look at my hair. God damn it, look at my hair. Look, Russ. Turn the camera. Look, it's beautiful. I have beautiful hair. You know what I use? Walmart shit. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Nobody's buying your $75 bottle of bullshit. You and your fucking $100 t-shirt of nothing. Your fucking $75. Get away from me. You're such a fucking hustler. You're not even hustling. I can sell fake perfume better than I could sell your bullshit. At least they want this. They'll use it as a car freshener or give it away as a gift. What are we going to do with your hair product? Use it to wash our dogs? I'm serious, bro. You had no qualifications to fucking buy a hair product. You didn't even take care of your hair. You'd be like, damn, this is a nice shampoo. If I could just get a shampoo like this. You never even found a nice shampoo. Really? You don't know the texture of your hair. You think you have white hair. You have ethnic hair. Really? Your mom might have been sleeping around. Oh, Russ, come here. Let me brush your hair. Let me wash your hair. Doesn't your girlfriend take care? Oh, because she doesn't know how to take care of her own hair. Let me come wash both of your hair. Fucking shit. Give you guys a fucking haircut. I'm gonna shave your fucking heads, both of you. Send you to fucking spiritual boot camp. Sorry, I'm having too much fun. What's wrong with you? I'm a lot of fun. Moving on. I'm getting tired. I'm going to have dessert and hopefully go to bed. It's the full moon. It's out there. It looked twice as beautiful tonight. Dude, yesterday it was just bright, bright light. Today it's like that gloomy yellow. Really? It's goofy. It's like that. It's like I call them the Halloween moons where they're like kind of yellowish orange and they're all big and stuff. Like, ooh, that's gloomy. That looks like a scary movie. My life. Anyways, you might be in financial difficulties. There could be any number of reasons for this. Maybe you didn't work hard enough, made poor decisions, got suckered into a get-rich school. That's what he's always trying to do. He's trying to get rich. Why do you do this when you're already rich? Are you not rich? I thought you were rich. Well, I guess you can't stay rich when she's spending like that. When you're spending all your money, you can't have money when you're spending. You should just stop it. Dr. Phil, just stop it, bro. Just repossess everything. Just call it a possession. Blame it on me. Say that I did some magic and that I possessed you to do such things. What? Take back all your wealth and success and make them get a fucking job? How dare me say such things about your fucking chosen family members and friends? You know, you and your useless people. All right, did you gamble your money away? Bruno, are you still losing everything to the casinos? He had to go back and pay his fortune to the casino, and then they give him $1 and he puts $2. They own him. You're not the first artist to get sucked into that. Why? Why did you do that? Why do you throw money in the wind? I guess because you have money to throw. Now you don't got no money. Really? Anyways, were you spending money like you didn't actually have it? Or perhaps your dreams were just unrealistic? That was unrealistic. Realistically, I mean, I don't know. God will come and bail you out, hopefully, or they're going to foreclose on. Oh well. Forget about the image of being rich and successful you try to project. It's probably time to just get an ordinary job and get yourself back into a stable situation. I always say this to Russ. I think it would be good character development for him to get an ordinary job, just to try it on, just to see what ordinary people go through. I challenge celebrities to do such thing. You could call it a celebrity death match if you want. Realistically, dress up like an ordinary person and try to apply yourself like we do. See if you can make it through a regular day's work. Really? Well, we know you're literally unemployed and you sit around as independent artists trying to be inspired to write a song. Realistically, I've done this. I know how much effort it takes. I could write a song in a day. They're not as good as mine. Says who? Go look at the charts. Last time I checked, Kendrick's winning it all. Mr. Hate Crime himself. Mr. Juneteenth. What did he win all that for? Was that for the last album? Did he make another one? I'm so confused. I don't listen to him. I stopped listening to him when he started hating on black men. Really? Yeah. The reverse King of Pentacles may be a person in your life or he may be you. Make no mistake, he is a shady character with no moral scruples. This could be you. He could be a loan shark at your door, an embezzler, a con man, a cowboy builder, a thief, or a corrupt official. Of course, you might not recognize this straight away, and you could get involved with him. He will have no conscience about living off you. I'm sure, especially when you heard I'm such a cash cow. Coming to you, or what is this? Or cutting you out of your money. Things are far more important than people to him, and he is obsessed with possessions and the show of wealth. This is Russ. Things are far more important to him, and he loves to show you how wealthy he is. But I think he's poor. He has a poor mentality. You have a poor man's mentality. Realistically, rich men don't do that. Rich men don't run around, look, I'm rich, bitch. I'm rich, bitch. Look what I bought my mom, bitch. Look at what I got myself. Dude, you bought yourself like 3 cars last year. You don't go anywhere. Do you even have a legal license? Have you ever even been to the DMV? Realistically, I'm just saying. Your girlfriend too. You buy her a car. This bitch don't drive nowhere either. You guys go together. She's like a passenger seat. She's the scrub in the passenger. Oh, that was some Lisa Left Eye Lopez on that ass. That was a good one. I love you. Don't fuck with Elisa. All right, to get whatever he wants, he's not adverse to exploiting anyone or anything. Who are you fucking prostituting now? If he is your life partner, he will be controlling, possessive, and suspicious, as well as cold and distant. He's unlikely to be faithful. I don't know. I started thinking about that. Is Russ a cheater? I think he's probably, I don't think he's cheating, but I think, if he left his house, he might, it might slide into someone's panty. Come here, Russ. Let's go for a dance. Let's see how this works out. I'm not wearing panties. I was trying. Never mind. Moving on. I'm just playing with you. I'm just being a temptress. As a father, he can be unfeeling towards his children, often absent and inattentive. I know this guy. I know lots of these guys. You're like there, but you're like not there. How do I know you? Because that was me. I told you. I lived in the house with the kids, but I wasn't close to my kids. I was distant. I wasn't absent, but I was, in the sense of I was always at work. I was a father before I was a mother. I get you guys. You know what I mean? You're there, but you don't connect with them. You're just there to provide for them. You're just there in the space of them. We still have kind of some of those tendencies, but I spend more time, taking time to get to know them, to be part of them, to force myself into their energy. Because we've created this distance, I have to break it. And now it's because I break it, now they do. So they have kid moments where they come up and show me shit. You know what I mean? Before they wouldn't, because I wouldn't even look at it. I didn't want to. They wouldn't even bother me with such things. Why? Because I would probably say I don't care. Really? Just being cold and distant. I was too busy for them. Really? I wasn't really, but I was. I was tired and I just wanted time to myself. So when I came home, I didn't want to spend time. Like, I just wanted to take care of them and be left alone. I had this mentality, bro. It was just a prison to me. I see it in my marriage too. I was just there to serve them, whatever you want, and then I can be left alone. And I live this way still. I can honor and say that this is still how I run my house. I'll run around behind them and do whatever I want until I feel like they don't need me or want me or they push me away. And then I'll go outside. And then I'll sit for a while and I'll wonder if they need or anything. And I'll come up and I'll kind of check on them. I'll clean up stuff. I'll do stuff, see if I'm needed or wanted, do whatever, is needed or wanted of me. And then I run away again. I stay in my own space. I remember my marriage being the same way. I wouldn't sit next to him. I'd go in a different room. You know what I mean? I'd be there if I knew I needed to be, but otherwise I was just hiding from him in another room. And I can remember that even with Devani. When we had kids, he would be in one room. I don't know what he was doing. He liked to read books and shit. And I would go in the other room and turn on music and just dance like my daughter does. I would just dance. He knew I was a great dancer. I'd love to just dance. So I was always by myself. I'm here if you need me, but I'd rather, I just hide. I'm like a house bitch. So like my house, that was their house, bro. I had a room, you know what I mean, that I slept in, but I just stayed on the porch. I'd come home, I'd clean it, I'd clean up the house, I'd make dinner, anytime I could, I would just, quietly exit on the porch. I'm right here, but I'm not there. But I'm right here, but I'm not there. It's the same thing if you had a parent that hid in their room all the time. Something like that. That's what I kind of do. I've always done. Really? And I'm hearing my mom. It's like children are seen and not heard. I don't know. I know what it means to be distant in your own house. I don't know if that's a masculine thing or if that's just a thing, but it feels like, as we say, it's a masculine thing, perhaps, because men are just naturally cold and standoffish and quiet. They're there, but they're not interactive. They're not emotionally, present. They're not mentally, they're not, talkative or anything. That's my son. He's always here and he's always listening and he's always that, but he's not really part of anything. He's just in the room. Really? So maybe I push that onto my kids as well. And that's why, I think it's a good thing that none of us are chasing relationships, because that would be very difficult. That's part of the hardest part about being teenagers, is trying to fit in. You're always having so much turmoil trying to fit in with people. If I could just find some kids, I just need to make some friends. Nobody likes me. Trying to find your clique. Neither of my kids try, and I think that's what gives them such peace, and myself too. We're not trying to be part of anybody's, but at the same time, you could see us as perhaps lonely people because we're not part of huge groups or organizations. But it gives us plenty of peace. You know what I mean? Trying to be part of a bunch of people and trying to keep up with people and what she said and she said and what everyone's doing, and let's get together, and being part of a social world it takes a lot of energy. I used to be, semi-social in that sense. I used to be part of things, a socialite. I wasn't part of groups, but I was very social. I had a very, I like that. But going back to that, that I'm going to stand on this and end on this, is that unfeeling towards your children, often absent and inattentive. I didn't know how to make a connection with my kids because you can't say it was my kids, but just I'm still struggling to make connections at all. I've just been isolated. I can be around people and I'm real social and I'm real friendly and people really like me, but I just can't connect with them. And I tell you, and it turns me into, it'll have me in tears. Like I tried so hard, but I just can't. What happened with fucking B? We were like best of friends, right? Until something's wrong with me. I couldn't listen to her talk about her boyfriend anymore. I just kind of snapped. I didn't. She did when I told her I couldn't listen about it. It was one little thing, but apparently this thing is too big and I can't have a friend over it. And it's something like that. You know what I mean? People are supposedly all my friends, and then it's one little thing, and it's like, fuck, I guess. All right, bye. Really? So being absent and distant is just me. It might not be a man thing, it just might be a cutoff thing where, I guess even women get into a place in their relationship where they become, what did he say in that movie? He's like, I may have left the marriage for 2 days, but you left this marriage years ago. I felt that, dude. I felt that. It's like, and that's what it means is like, I may have stepped out, but I've been present the whole time. Where the fuck have you been? And I get that. I know what that means as a disassociated person that just wasn't present, just part of reality. I can see this. And I learned that. And that's what I tried to explain. That was the coolest part. I tried to lightly say that, when I lost my house and me and my kids were up under each other, I got to get close with them. I got to bond with them. I got to be near them. I got to hear them. We got to laugh together. We got to do things that we never got to do in a house. We were too close. I got to hold them. You know what I mean? I got to laugh. We would laugh so hard. We got close. It was a huge bonding experience that I never got. Seriously. It was I could cry about it. I didn't have that kind of closeness with my kids until after this experience. And you think about all the things I was trying to do to give them a good life, but I wasn't. I could give them everything but me. And that's not a good parent. I thought I was. I was just trying to be, you know what I mean? Provide for them, make up for everything, be the dad they didn't have. And just by doing that, that makes me a good mom. Because that's all I can do is provide for my kids. So I took it, but as far as being loving and cuddly and all that, not too much. I am not that with my kids. And I think that goes back to, I'm just learning touch. I've never been real touchy, squeezy, lovey dovey with my kids. Never. None of us are not like that. And that comes back from my own childhood. I didn't have anyone to hug and hold me. So, again, I'm funny about that. Like, you're too close, and I'm not like that. So I learned that, you know what I mean? We got to learn close hugs, you know what I mean? Cuddles, stuff like that. Really? I don't know. It's not that I didn't love my children. That's not what that means. I just had an inability to be their mother, their nurturer. And there's fathers that know what I'm talking about right now. They know that they're not close to their kids like they should be. How do you change that? You go through the cringeness of trying to force yourself to build a relationship. As much as it is that you're going to do with your children, it's the same with God. You put yourself out there for the first time. You try to put yourself into their space. It's no longer about, dragging them in your space, but being part of theirs. And that's where they include me now. You know what I mean? They want to tell me about their life, and I actually care, and I want to know. Before I didn't care. I mean, I'd ask them simple things like, how was school? What did you eat? How, stuff like that. But I didn't really care. Where now I care. I have time to care. I just didn't have time for them, I guess, was probably the truth. And when I did come home, I just wanted time to myself. I was working all the time for them so that they could have whatever they wanted. I thought that was the answer. Really? I mean, when we came from nothing, I wanted them to have everything. So again, I spoiled my kids, bro. I really did. I thought this was love. And when I didn't have that, you know what I mean? And that's what I did with other people. I was over generous. Not buying their love, but I thought this was what I was supposed to do. Conditions. It was always conditioned. What do I gotta do? And it comes from childhood. What do I gotta do to get your attention? And it gets replayed. It's like, geez, you become the very thing. Really? Yeah. Here's another 2-hour fucking video. For sure. We're so deep in the shadow work. As much as I'm in the light, it's like I just keep going deeper into the shadows. It's like I'm holding the light to go deeper down in it. It's just truth. Not something you would ever say, but something you know is wrong and you have to do something about it. I didn't know it. I didn't see it till later. I didn't see the life that I was living and how wrong it was until I lost it. You sit back and at first you think about all the good things you lost, but you really start to realize it. And that's what I try to tell, everyone. Why did you leave your life? Because I wasn't happy. You would think that a life like that would make you happy. And that's why I can look at these celebrities and realize I can see it all over them. They're not happy. And naturally, I think that what worked for me will work for you. Leave it. I promise you'll find real happiness. You don't even realize that it's that's making you. I couldn't even have told you. I would have never guessed. I had built a lifestyle that was built on unhappiness. I had no intention of changing it. I had no intention on, anything. I was going to incorporate the music into my nighttime schedule. That's all. I was going to start doing shows. Eventually, I wanted to travel, and I had plans. My kids would be big enough. I could do this. I could stay in hotels, and I could do shows out of town and shit like that. I had plans on hitting places like Tennessee and shit, all kinds of places. Why Tennessee? UMG. They have some of the all the same big music executives you hope to find in California or New York are smart, business savvy. So, I had all these plans. And that's what I look back. It's like my daughter had no future of high school in that neighborhood. She was already getting terrorized by the junior high. If God wouldn't have pulled us out of there, none of this would have happened. Our closeness, our future, our change, our evolution, our healing, the adventures. We did things, like all kinds of stuff. that families should do, but we never did. And when I tell people, when I said that yesterday, it's like, you're not getting a single woman with baggage, bro. You're getting a whole family experience. We are a whole family. Really? Yup, a whole family. We're not a broken family by no means. We're healing from from uh, a man that was in our life that was pretty broken, but we're not broken. We're good. You know what I mean? We're just picking up pieces. We're not broken people. Really? Before we were a broken family, dude. Seriously, yeah. Still a good family, but not together. Just living under the same roof. I can't blame anyone but myself, and I couldn't even tell you. I just know these feelings. I can remember certain things and certain feelings. I can't remember it all, but I can see pieces that put this picture together for me quite well. How many true parents can say that? That they've been unfeeling towards their children, often absent and inattentive, just not present. That's being seen, bro. It's being true to what you truly are. And that's why I never try to come out and say I'm the best parent. I'm learning. I've learned how to be a better parent. I've learned things, you know what I mean, that wasn't the right way. Yelling at your kids and spanking your kids and you know what I mean? And doing all these things, manipulating your kids and lying to your kids and all this stuff that they said you had to do as a parent. That's not the right way. I had to find my own way to parenting. And I'm not saying what works for my family is going to work for yours, but it works for us. And it's we're a little complex, but we're a functioning family and it works. We're a little quiet, like I said. We all have our spaces. We're distant in that space. We've always had that. We always kind of had this. I created that. Everybody had their own space where they could have their own, comforts, and you can, be there. And then we would have a space where we came together. We had our living room where we would come together, and then we had our bedrooms. We come together for food and for stuff like that. But how often are we coming together? Everybody just sticks in their own place. So right now I'm here at the altar. When I'm at the altar doing this, my daughter goes and she does her dancing. My son is always in another room just fucking with his own shit. We're in our own worlds all the time. But we still bring our worlds together. Really? And it's real fun when we come together. But we don't have to sit on top of each other all the time. We have a lot of individuality and separation because of this. Really? You'll notice. You'll come in and you're like, where's your kids? They're just in their rooms. They're chilling. And they're not doing anything bad. They're just enjoying their space and doing what they do. I don't have to monitor them. I mean, believe me, there was that time with my daughter and I did not want to know what she was doing in her room. What the fuck are you doing? She was exploring her own sexuality and everything else. And I did not want to catch that. I'm better to have caught it with her. I still haven't had to go through that with my son. But, he's at that age. And I don't know what, he makes those trips to the night with his phone to the bathroom in the middle of the night. There's Clorox wipes all over the bathroom. And we just kind of move on with, parts of life that, need to be expressed. And I don't need to be part of it and acting up all the time because you're a teenager. As long as I'm not a grandparent, I'm better than everyone else. I'm doing better than everyone else. Realistically, I've got grown-ass kids. My daughter said that last night, Mary Jane. She's like, I'm fucking 25. The idea of having a baby is just terrifying. She's like, I see these incompetent adults that come to the hospital and act like they can't wipe their own ass. Who's wiping your ass at home? I was like, geez, you're funny. You're funny. She's totally career-based. Maybe when she's 30, she'll settle down and have kids. Maybe she won't. Milia told me since she was a baby, she was going to adopt. I didn't know that meant she was going to be gay or what. She always said she was going to adopt kids. I didn't know what that meant. But they're not in a hurry to be no Betty Crockers. I mean, she's got a man at home that, she makes soup for and stuff and they cuddle, but they're not trying to make it a family. No, we were talking about that. I was asking her. She said that her cousins, barely her uncles. I always call them their cousins because they're all the same age. Really? Young shit. They're actually her uncles and tias, but in American, they're your cousins, whatever. Anyways, they're like, yeah, they all have babies. I'm like, hey, at least you ain't running around. You're that. Then she said one of her aunts she doesn't think can have babies. She said they've been trying. I was like, I never tried. I never tried to have a baby. That's what I told her. I don't know if we need to really try. Don't be practicing. I think it's one and done. Don't be practicing. Realistically, that's what she said. She's like 25. She's like, Mom, I can't even imagine. I was like, well, Millie is 15. You know what I mean? I was like, dude, I was 16 with Aaron. It's like, can you imagine? I was like, I thought I was cool. I had a car and a house, and I lived in Mexico, and we sold drugs, and we were going to be a happy family. What the fuck? What the fuck? Realistically, well, I can't say that my fairy tales have gotten any better as I get older, but I've been believing in some shit. Really, I can make this work. I can't make everything work, and that's not my fault that I couldn't make this work. And I hate myself for shit like that, especially these broken ass relationships. I did everything, dude. I gave every part of myself to try to make these relationships work on the idea of a happy family. That didn't work. And I look back and it's like, well, at least I broke free. Imagine, bro, if I didn't go against my faith, if I didn't listen to my heart, if I just stayed married, if I just stayed there and just kept taking it, where would I be? I wouldn't be here. Probably be dead. Realistically, he was going to kill me, bro. Those beatings were getting worse and worse. And by the time I left, I had told everyone, this motherfucker is the type of person, and he had said it too. He's the type of person to take mine and my kids' life because he can't have us. Not because, for no other reason. He's like, he's the type. Really? I'm serious. Are you fleeing from this all the time? I have a protective order. It doesn't really protect shit. Realistically, God's my protection. And Pac will kill you. He will fucking kill you. You're not going to put hands on me ever again. But yeah, he's a scary motherfucker. And that's it. I may have chose the wrong. And there's plenty of these stories. What's wrong with you? God didn't love me. I was cursed. It's because I ate pork, right? It's because I had sex out of wedlock. Come on, I was the last person to lose my virginity. I thought I was doing the right thing. I fucking lost my virginity to someone I wanted to marry. I thought I was doing the right thing. This is a cursed way of life. You're not supposed to do this. And then you seen that lady I posted? She's like 73 and she was a virgin forever because of spirituality and she became an escort. She's had sex with over 2,000 men. First off, how do you count that many men? Second, what do they feel like? That's a lot of men. That's a lot of men. That's 2,000 men want to have sex with a granny. Why? They just want to see what it feels like. She just wanted to see what they felt like. I guess this is an even exchange. Are you going to hell for this? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. Really? I could be wrong. I'll see you on the other side. We'll find out. Let me know how this works out. What is unforgivable in God's eyes? It can't be something easy as a fucking ham sandwich. Then we're all doomed. I'm definitely going to hell, bro. I've broken every book in that Bible, and I used the papers to roll a joint one time. Or maybe 2 or 3. Really? You did that? You didn't feel condemned? No? I mean, I know they said not to do it, but they also recommended it. So, I fucked around and found out. What happened? I mean, my life has been cursed, but I don't think it was the Bible paper. You're fucking crazy. Only on the inside. Hey, I love you guys. We're done. Really? If I pull another card, we're going to face more shadows. Let's just not. None of this told us what to face tomorrow. Did you catch anything for tomorrow? Or this was just more about today and the past? Can I get a card for tomorrow? Just for today is what I heard. That's a fucking saying of addiction. All right, we'll take it one day at a time. We'll check the cards tomorrow. It's not like I didn't tell you enough today about my terrible life. It's not terrible. It was just some terrible experiences. I didn't know I had a terrible life. Neither did anybody else. It's not terrible. It's just a lot of terrible experiences. Does that make it a terrible life? I don't think so. I mean, I try not to say that. I try not to hate my life because that means that I'm not grateful for God giving me a life. He takes people's lives all the time. It's like, well, it might not be the best, but at least I'm still here. He's given me life and he's given me purpose, and not every day is fabulous. Today was I did not see that coming. That was unbelievable. Today was a good day. Tomorrow could be, and that's that Wheel of Fortune. I was like, whenever I see this, I think of Fortuna and I get scared. You could be on the top and then you could be on the bottom. Really, it's just the wheel. The fall from grace, whatever. Hold it together. We'll see what tomorrow holds. Hey, love yous, laters. Oh, geez, there's a lot of freaking comments. What are we talking about? Get rid of the tarot cards. Get off my page. Jesus Christ is purple? No, that's not Jesus Christ. I'm going to read about him tomorrow. That's Melchizedek. The purple one, the purple angel? No, those are different angels. The one on the purple is Melchizedek, and the one in gold is Metatron. We're going to bring him up. He came up today. I can't do it right now. It's at least 30 minutes to talk about Melchizedek. That's like trying to teach you fucking Vishnu. Do you know Lord Vishnu? You're like, who is that? Look, the maintainer of the universe. You're like, is he God? Well, I mean, is Jesus God? Is Krishna, the Lord of Love, God? Or is Buddha God, who is what? The Lord of Compassion? Wasn't Jesus all of that? Realistically, don't start with me, bro. God came in many pieces throughout time. He has made himself in you. He can't fit all of himself in you, so you're only a fragment of him. And these are the gods. That's Melchizedek in the purple. What is this? Period? That period? Okay. I don't know if you're trying to say that because that's the name of a stone, or you're saying it trying to be period. That ghetto fabulous? You're like, period. Where you do the little Cardi B thing, the period. I don't know. But that's actually the name of a stone. So maybe they're talking about that. Have a nice evening. Thank you for your nice wishes. Is Jesus black? Not in that picture. But wouldn't you assume so? Does it matter what color he was? What if? God damn this. What if you found out that he was black? Does it change your love for him? Does it change his love for you? Would it change your feelings to know that a black man loved you so dearly? Well, if he was black, then just know that his fellow men were black too. So what if this was just a black war that happened back then? Are Arabs black? Hey, fucking Cubans get pretty dark. Boricuas is what they call them. You know what I mean? Puerto Ricans, Venezuelans, shit. Guatemalans, they get dark. You should see my son. My son is Native American, and then he's got my skin. The dude is dark, especially in the middle of fucking summer. His skin will turn so black, like, stop it. Really? He's just dark by nature. If I put his arm next to mine, you can see he's a dark nature. Does that change what Jesus was? Does it change the story if his color was different? Why did he have a light color? Well, let's think about the color of the Europeans, shall we? They were such a pretty pale white color, right? Exactly. Was Jesus black? No. But, I mean, he was definitely dark skinned. Definitely. 100%. Jerusalem, I mean, in essence, even going back to the Egyptians and shit like that, you're dumb. I remember Devani used to make jokes about Asians. He's like, Mexicans are like Asians. He's like, when we smile, we look just like them. And he would smile real big, and it was true. They have the chink eyes. Excuse me, that was not nice to say. Fuck, I apologize. That was an old word that I used to use. I apologize. Anyways, they'd have, like, I don't know what you call it now, if that's not what the word I use. The slit eyes. That was so wrong. Fuck, I apologize. I mean, sticks and stones if you need me. I knew that as soon as I said it, it was the wrong word to say. But he was saying something like that, and that's really it. We're all mixed. Realistically, I mean, looking at Lewis, there's a white boy if you ever saw one, don't you think? I always am teasing you, Lewis. Lewis, say it. I'm black and I'm proud. Say it, Lewis. Say it. I'm black. Say it, Lewis. It doesn't really matter what your skin looks like. So going back to, was Jesus black? I mean, he wasn't white. Not the white they're painting him. What else do we got in here? Oh my God, they keep going. Hold on. Hi, hello. What does Capricorn Tarot call for this 2026? I predict I'm going to die on June 6th of 2026. 666 is in my dreams. Even in IRL sees a lot of 666. Well, that's your misinterpretation of 666. Why do you assume that that's the frequency of death? That's actually the frequency of love. 6 is the number of love. June 6th is, speak of the devil. It's my ex-husband's birthday. Yeah, that's a death day for sure. That's a death day. 6691. Yeah, he's a death star, if you ask about it. Are you predicting death? Are you afraid of your birthday on your birthday? Like you're gonna die? What are you afraid of? Why do you predict your death? Based on numbers? If you're seeing number synchronicities, you're part of the awakening. That's the first part. Is you start seeing the number synchronicities, like patterns of numbers 1111, 222, 444. They all have numbers. They're angel frequencies, and none of them are bad numbers. They said that 666 was the mark of the beast, so that you would stay away from the number of 6. But it's literally the frequency of abundance and love. It's like Jupiter in a bottle. Really? If you were to put 666 on your body and pray, do you believe that you're praying to the devil? Or maybe that's why they assume that, because you pray to the devil for abundance in this, you know what I mean? Glory and abundance of this world, the things of man. So maybe that's why, because it brings you that. The frequency of 6 brings you financial abundance. It brings you abundance, money, love, success. Really? Mm-hmm. So they said that was the mark of the beast. Maybe. I guess. If you're trying to invocate all things of this world, then I could see that as being a mark. Look, they're trying to pray to the things of this world because it is the number frequency of the things of this world. Really? I mean, I guess. But anyways, what was the question? You think you're going to die? I predict I'm going to die. Okay, first off, you start with, what does Capricorn Tarot call for this 2026? Do you predict all Capricorns are going to die? Do you have a death? Do you have some kind of illness you're going to die from? Or you think it's just some freak accident? Are you manifesting this to happen? What makes you believe you're going to die on June 6th of 2026? 666 is in my dreams. Well, I mean, that's why, because 666, June 26 is 666. Okay, I get it. Even in IRL seems a lot of 666. Well, you just influenced us to understand that the 666 portal is on June 6th. And I just told you what that portal is. Is that a portal of death? No. You just didn't know what the number meant. So what if you're not going to die and you're actually going to win the fucking lottery? Won't you be surprised? You've been making all preparations to die on this day and you're about to live lavishly. How lovely is that? Really? I could see why you were afraid of the number if you were seeing premonitions and you knew it was attached to a date. I could see that. Don't be so afraid. Really? I don't think you're going to die. And then if you do, we'll never know. If you don't die, come back on 6-7 and tell us. Milia! She loves that. Every time I say that, she's all 6-7. I do it all the time by accident. That's funny. There's the joke. Hi, is free reading available? Huh? Hair ties? Why? You're going to try a man bun? I think that means it's time to cut your hair, don't you think? Do you want a haircut instead of a hair tie? Okay. Just going to breathe.
Because if the haircut looks bad, then what am I going to do? If the man bun looks bad, I'll just untie it.
If the man bun doesn't look right, what are you going to do?
Untie it.
Untie it? All right, but who said you were going to get a bad haircut?
I don't know.
So you want to just try the man bun?
Yeah. If it's good, then I'll get a haircut.
Parenting, bro. I'm parenting right now. Did you hear that conversation? My dog needs to go. I got to go. All right, go back to the free readings. I mean, I can read you for free, but you're not going to like this. I see Jesus in the back. What are your thoughts on him? Jesus is a part of God. He's the best. He's one of the best parts of God. What do you have to say about the allegations? Who? What? What allegations? What were the allegations put upon this? It says, what do you have to say about the allegations? I don't know. What? Did he do it? Or I'm not judgment. I mean, we can figure this out. Are we investigating someone? Have a nice evening. High priest says sorry for making you angry. Who pissed me off? Just kidding. Get rid of those tarot cards, period. What is this? Something? Gypsy woman that won't let me go under my skin. Is there a program or Pro Tools for this demon. They're giving me their dates of birth. That's not good. Don't share that information. You're a Pisces. Pray for me. Probably protection spell. I'll buy it. What? They're needing a lot of help. Okay, hold on. To that person. The only power I can give you is the power in the God that I believe. But if you believe in the God, you don't need me. Because in the words of Christ, that power that I channel is inside of you. Guys, I'm really trying to explain this to you. It's the basic of what I'm trying to teach you is the power of God that lies within you. You have the power to heal yourself. You have all of the power. If you're asking me to pray for you, that belief, you have some weird belief that my prayers are stronger than yours. That's not what this is. Do you know what's stronger? My belief. So that means that you see my prayers manifest more than yours because I don't have a doubt, and not in what I'm believing, but in God. Now, what I'm believing are the visions he's given me. So I just believe in him, not myself, because I myself don't think that I'm okay. Now, you're asking me for protection. Fine. I'm going to ask that you feel protected in your skin, but what I'm asking is for you to feel it. You're not protected. And me asking for you to you don't need me to ask God to step in for you. He's right there with you. You might need me to help you understand how close God is to you, and that's what I can do. But I'm not your protection. He is. He's your protection. He's your provider. He loves you and he has purpose. There's nothing that you can do, guys. So I'm going back to the ham sandwich, the big hambino here. There's nothing you can do in this life. This is what you need to understand about Jesus's word and about God in general. He's not conditional like us. You can't lose his love. You can't lose his love. You can't lose his favor. He's not going to turn against you. You can walk away from him, but he's not going to walk away from you. Right? So even though you might be in danger, you're not protected. A lot of dangerous things. I've been in a lot of dangerous places my whole life, and a lot of terrible things have happened to me, and it's not because I was away from God or God didn't love me. Do you know what I mean? And it's not like I wasn't praying for protection. If I would have prayed for protection, none of this would have ever happened. That's not how that works. You are protected. Now, asking me to pray for you, anytime someone says pray for me, they're asking for somebody outside of them to petition on their behalf, because that alone, you asking for someone to pray for you, shows that you believe in prayer, and you believe if other people pray for you, it will have an effect on you. I want you to believe that you have that strength to pray over yourself and for other people. I want you to understand your connection with God. In order to understand it, you have to start tapping into it. You don't need, I can help you feel safe, but it's not me that's protecting you. You know what I mean? It's not my prayers that are protecting you. And for people that have never prayed to God, it doesn't mean they're not protected either. God watches over every animal and child. You might be, and that's like people that are in literal war zone. I'm seeing a family right now that are over in, Europe that are part of the wars over there. And I can hear them. They're saying, pray for us, please pray for us. Since the beginning of time, people have been crying out to God to protect them. You think that he's not there, but he is. And if, for whatever reason, something comes in and it takes your life, it wasn't not God. It's God that's coming to get you. He's with you always. Do not fear man or the things of this world, for God is with you. Really? I mean it. I mean that. Said, it said right here, probably protection spell. I'll buy it. Pray for me. Right? They're giving me all their information and they're like, can you do something for me? I'll pay for this. doesn't cost anything for you to believe that you're protected. I can give you the words to make you believe it if you'll believe it. Now, if I turn around and manipulate this shit and say, all right, dude, I'm going to do a spell. Hit me up in my email. It's going to cost you money. That's manipulating you, bro. That's making you think that I have some magic that you don't have, that I can really put some extra layer of protection on you that you don't already have. It's there. You just need to tap into the belief that you are protected and walk around and tell your mind that I'm protected. All you're going to do, if I tell you that I did a spell, that's what you're going to do. She did a spell. Now I'm protected. She did a spell. Now I'm protected. I don't have to do a spell for you to be protected, bro. I don't know if this is spiritual that you're scared of, or if this is something outside of you where you got bullies after you, or your nation is under attack. I don't know what you're afraid of, but have no fear. God is with you. And there's not a spell that you need me to do. The spell is only to make you feel safe. You just don't feel safe in your current circumstances. Really? That's what that means. It's okay to be fearful, but don't think that, you know what I mean? There's nothing magically I can really do other than my words and tell you it's been done that can give you that peace. You believe in my magic, and if I do something for you, then you'll have peace. I don't have to do this magically. You have to believe this. You're okay. God loves you. Nothing's out to get you. You might have some hard times. Somebody might want to kick your ass over some bullshit. You might have some enemies. You know, Pac didn't run around saying, pray for me. People were out to kill Pac, and he didn't run around asking people to pray for him. We had this conversation. Said I couldn't be afraid. I just had to be stronger in my faith. I had to know that I was going to be okay when I got on that stage, when I walked out my house, when I drove down the street. They'd already tried to kill him before they even killed him. He knew they were going to get him one day. They were out to get him. He couldn't hide, and he couldn't spend the rest of his life trying to fight the invisible warriors. You know what I mean? He knew that it was Bad Boy Entertainment. He knew it was them. It was all the haters from the East Coast. But you can't pull in at all. They were out to get him. He didn't run from it, and he didn't ask for everybody, to make it stop. And I'm seeing Kanye, when they took Adidas away from Kanye, and Kanye tried to turn everybody against Adidas. He's like, they're against black people. No, they're not. They're against you and your behaviors. He tried to make it racial. He tried to make it, they're against, this. No, they're not. Yeah. I want you to understand that I'm never going to tell you. My true power is just my ability to believe and see. And everything I have, every ability I have, I'm trying to give to you. I'm not giving it to you. I'm trying to get you to tap into. It's all inside of you. All this shit that was inside of me is inside of you. We all have it. We all have the ability to create or to tap in. Some people won't tap into all areas, but you will tap into spirituality. You're part of the spirit. And your spirit, you know what I mean? And as far as, that, I'm sad for you. You don't, in the bigger scheme, and this is how people are, and this is why I hate fucking tarot readers, and I hate fake magicians and spiritualists. There's a serious innocent person somewhere out there that doesn't know me, that believes that I can help them, that I can save them, and they're willing to put their money on me. It's not me, bro. It makes me want to cry. If I could have saved you, bro, I could have saved somebody else. I don't have the power to save people, bro. Only God can do that. I'm really honored that you think I have such power to save you, but I can't. I've learned this the hard way. I can't save anyone. And it kills me. All I can do is inspire you to take the action to save yourself. And in this particular instance, all you have to do is believe. Just keep affirming to yourself, you are protected. You're protected by the Holy Spirit, by your ancestors, by the dead, by the light of the day and the light of the night. And even in the darkest night, you tell yourself, because I told you. and I didn't charge you, and you believe that, and you don't need to believe that you're not protected. I'm honored, but I'm telling you, bro, it's just God. I can't heal you other than if God gives me the power to do it. I don't have it in me. It's given to me by God. All my power. A true magician will tell you where it comes from. I have nothing to hide, bro. If I don't know, I don't know. I can't lie to you and say I know something I don't know. My psychic abilities have their limitations. Everything has their limitations. I'm not going to take your money to make you feel safe, but I'll do everything I can to make you feel safe. But it's not magical. You can't pay me to do something magical that protects you from all harm. I can't take your money in good conscience and say that I know that nothing will come and get you. That's not true. Hardships are on our way, dude. No matter who you are, there's danger lurking. We just have to know that we're protected through the danger. I'm honored, but don't give anyone that power. You don't know me. I'm very honored, but no, I can't save you, bro. Not like that. I can do banishment. I can keep you away from the dark. I can keep the dark off of you. But as far as, when someone says something like that, it's like, save me, bro. I can't save you. What are you running from? What is it? Maybe you're just afraid. Is it real? What you're afraid of? I didn't see that coming. I appreciate that, bro. I'm all powerful, but it's the power from God. And I promise you, most of it flows through you too. With great power comes great responsibility. When you open up to being, they're not going to give a selfish person these kind of powers. They want you to have power to help people, not hurt people. And that's why these witch bitches can't really do too much damage. Realistically, they're not even using the right energy. They're using a lot of hate. That's not going to go too far. You can send hate at a person that's already in a hateful energy, and it could do some damage to that person. And that's, magical attacks and shit like that. But when it comes down to someone asking me to pray for them on God, I know God is on your side. I feel stupid doing this. I'm supposed to come and relay. You want me to deliver a message from God, but that's not how this works. I'm the messenger of God. I'm not supposed to deliver your prayers. I'm supposed to deliver his message to you of what you're not seeing. So for you right now, you're not seeing his favor over your life. Your fears are bigger than your faith that he's got you. You're like, I don't know God. Well, get to know the very Father that is taking care of you. Get to know your invisible, ally. Really? That's where we spoke about Jesus. It's like you're running around saying you know God, but you never took the time to get to know him. And when you come out here running around telling everyone, I know God, God's going to be like, no, you don't. You never spent no time with me, dude. I know you inside and out, but you don't know me. That goes back to it. It's like, know your God. He knows you and he didn't forsake you. And it was really touching. Sorry. I can't save my, that goes back to the police officer. He's like, you're not going to curse me, are you? Said, if I was that powerful, you wouldn't have pulled me over to begin with. I can't avoid my own karma, let alone yours. And that was God's doing. If I was that powerful, dude, I would have been able to heal my son and keep him out of prison. Be realistic, guys. Oh, I just heard a huge frequency go off on my ear. Somebody's trying to contact me from the dead, probably. Really? Yeah. I'm a servant to God. I'm not God. I'm just his support. Really? I'm here to support you in your feelings of what he's putting you through. Help you understand what he's putting you through. But you're still going to go through it. That's all. Help you see the bigger picture, have some better feelings about it, and, that better feeling will get you out of it. You're not seeing why he's doing this. You don't have the understanding. That's all I really am here to do, is bring understanding to what he's doing. I can't make him stop. I'd be screaming at him over here. You better fucking stop, God. You better quit messing with me. There's no devil. It's God. So when you ask me to pray to God for you, you're asking me to get in between your guys' relationship. And I don't even know what's going on in your relationship until you put me in it. And then God wants to tell me all, his side. You want to tell me your side, but he's got his own side, and it's his side that matters. Really? I can. If God asks, you know what I mean? He'll ask me. He's asked me to pray over sick people to heal them and their wounds and stuff. He's asked me to do, you know what I mean, protection and banishment and stuff like that. But in your instance, when that popped up, that's what he told me to tell you, and to make sure everyone else heard it too. There was another girl that asked me to do, you know what I mean, just that, some banishment work on her, some spell work. I didn't know this person at all, but I knew I had to do it. I had never used my magic for another person, but I had to sit out there and do magic for another person. I didn't charge her. I did it for free, just so she could be free. She sent me pictures of her, of what had happened. And I felt like I could do it. She believed in my magic, and God said I could do it, so I did it. But, I'm seeing my dad and his friend. His friend was in a coma, and he didn't know I have the power. But, he wants her to come back to life. And at that moment, I try to reach in to see where she is. Where's her soul? What's going on? The soul's already left the body. And I got to sit there and tell my dad this. Like, she's not even here anymore. She died, you know what I mean, in that hospital a couple days later. I had to be the one to tell him, I can't bring her back. If that was the case, if I was so powerful, how come I couldn't heal my mother? Come on, guys, I'm not God. I have his powers to heal his people according to his, purpose, but I can't just walk around waving wands. It's not real. If that was the case, why can't I heal myself? Don't give me power I don't have. And don't give it to anyone else either. Do you hear me? Why does my magic always work? Because I channel it straight from God, not a different deity. I'm not like, oh, if I work with this deity, it'll give me power. First off, all the deities that have power are me. Hecate is me. Isis is me. Morgan is me. Kali is me. All of the fucking goddesses with magic, all the magic goddesses are me. So what am I doing? Tapping into myself, really. And how do I power it? Through God. God who gives me the power. Really? Yeah, this went way longer than I hoped. All right, we're done, right? Yes. Can I ask you a question? No, we're done with the questions. No more. No more. Really? Love yous. Laters. Bye-bye. I really do. I'm sorry, guys. I love you. Bye.